Yeah, so as I was saying to myself, this game takes place right after Assassin's Creed 1. Altair's chasing all the Templars off the Holy Land, and they're going to the island of Cyprus. So he just kind of follows them over there. And there's like a whole rebellion over there. When you play an Aquaman, when I get 100k, I said I gotta get 100k first. Streaming is like drinking, it's best not do it alone. A little loud. What, the mic or the game? Oh, looks like the game is. Hold on. Is that better? You're gonna lose 100k subs if you stream that? That's my concern. Or will I gain 100k? Who knows? Maybe Aquaman Battle for Atlantis is in hot demand. Alright, let me refresh the stream on my page. Okay, end stream. Okay, so it's working now. Man, YouTube needs to bring some people back in. Because the bot running things, I don't know what the hell's going on over there. Bought Onimushi yesterday, put in a good 4 hours, great game. However, I'm curious as to why the dialogue sounds like George Lucas wrote it. I didn't actually play that one. I mean, I played the beginning. It was so funny because I was sitting here playing this game, and I was like, why is no one talking to me? Like, I was talking in the chat, and nobody was saying anything. And then some of you guys were talking about that I went on a beer run, and I was like, can they not see me playing? I have a better idea. At 90k, play the game Helltaker. What the hell's Helltaker? Is it a shitty game? Leave George Lucas alone. He suffered enough with what Disney has done. Yeah, Disney screwed him over real bad. Like, God, it was horrible. I know people shit on George Lucas, but I mean, he created the Star Wars universe. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't even have it. Like, Disney apparently had him under the impression that they were going to use his story ideas and all this crap. They never had any intention to. Fabian was lonely. Now I know what it's like to stream to nobody. I'm just sitting there talking by myself, hoping people listen to my words at some point. Is the game audio okay now? Oh yeah, you guys didn't hear me talk about the PSP emulator either. So, I guess I'll repeat everything I said. So this is the PSP emulator. So far it looks like it's working great. This at the same time is going to be a little bit of a test run, just to make sure everything works properly, because it's very CPU intensive, just like streaming is. But I have the resolution at, like, the maximum is, actually I'll show you guys real quick. Check this out. So I got the resolution at 9 times the PSP resolution. Some games though you could put at a resolution way too damn high where this happens. Alright, so if we go here, was it right? Let's put it up to the max. Check this out. It gets all these like crazy black lines on the screen because it's too clear, and it wasn't meant to be at that high of a resolution. But at 9, it looks just right. See? And you'll also notice a little bit of ghosting around the characters. That is actually normal. I've read online on forums people asking how to get rid of it. You can't. On the PSP, the way the 3D graphics are rendered, I don't know the exact design reason, but there's a little bit of ghosting around the characters to make them pop more. It's just the way the PSP renders the graphics. But you don't see it on a PSP because the resolution is so low. So when you put it on an emulator, it looks a little, yeah, you can see it a little bit. Actually, I'll show you guys what it looks like on a PSP as soon as I kill these guys. I love emulators just because, like, you learn so much about how video game systems are designed and how they, like, render graphics. I mean, that's why I'm such a huge fan of emulation. And plus, this looks way better than it ever will on any PSP. Yeah, so check this out. See, the ghosting completely disappears when you put it on 1. This is PSP graphics right here. This is what you're seeing when you're playing it on a PSP. So see how the resolution's so low that you can't really see the ghosting around the characters or on the 3D models. But when you clean it all up, it's slightly there. Not horrible, but it's there. Alright. Enough of the emulation science lesson. Let's play for real now. Let me get this mouse out of here. Would you ever play Jak and Daxter? I plan to sometime. I've actually never played the series, and I've had the PS3 trilogy collection since it came out, and I've never touched it, so I would like to sometime. Is that yeah, it's PPSSPP. I hate the name of that emulator. That's what it is, though. Got Streets of Rage 4 off Game Pass yesterday. Haven't played it, because my controller's giving me problems. Got a new one today. Well worth it. I love Streets of Rage 4. Before you guys got on, I guess before you guys joined me on the stream, I made it through this whole section right here, and I found Maria and everything, and I was like, where the fuck are all these people? No one's chatting. New Shantae game is awesome. Oh, I love that game. It was so much fun. I want to do my second playthrough.
There's an assassin here.
Helltaker is a game where you try to get a harem of cute demon girls, including Lucifer, and take them back home with you. So it's like one of those like anime dating sims with like little demon girls. Oh, you guys did you guys hear my Saints Row story? You didn't even hear my Saints Row story. Now I have to repeat that. Damn it. Anyways, so Monday I was streaming Saints Row. So I figured I want to farm a bunch of money and get a bunch of upgrades before next stream. So what I did, I've been leaving the console run all night and all day while I'm editing, just collecting money every hour from all my businesses, and then buying more businesses. But the controller turns off after a certain amount of time, so I took one of my daughter's like hair ties, and I just tied the joysticks together, so the camera's just constantly spinning, so it thinks I'm playing. So right now, I'm just farming money in the living room.
I was told there would be another fleet of 8.
I'm sorry, Maria, but this is the best we could do.
It's barely big enough to hold our cargo. How do you propose to get the rest of us to Cyprus?
Begging your pardon, but
that is future wife, by the way.
You stayed in Accra.
What is that? A threat?
It's fair warning. Ahmad Bouchard is Grandmaster now, and he doesn't hold you in high regard.
Why, you insolent...
Gaming Master, welcome.
Well,
I don't remember this game. A lot of people didn't play this one because it was
way.
exclusive to PSP.
Yes, milady.
So it just kind of fell under the radar. By the way, could you guys hear the characters talking okay?
I was a single
Does it need to go up a bit?
knighthood. Now I'm little more than a mercenary. Well, what a surprise.
Defeat
the man
Maria.
Who spared my neck, but stole my life.
She's going down so easily.
Return to finish me off.
Not just yet. I want information. Why are the Templars sailing for Cyprus?
Oh, his voice, I forgot, it's
dirty
completely
war,
different.
Assassin. Everyone deserves a holiday.
The more you tell me, the longer you'll live. So I'll ask again, why the retreat to Cyprus?
He actually sounds Middle
What
Eastern.
retreat? King Richard has brokered a truce with Saladin, and your order is leaderless, is it not? Once we recover the Apple of Eden, you'll be the one running.
I'll save my breath. The Apple of Eden is well hidden.
Altair, consider your options carefully. The Templars would pay you
Can't be
a great price
Grandmaster,
for
only
that
Sub-Zero
relic.
gets to have that title.
They already
Scorpion
have,
has it too.
Haven't they?
Grandmaster of the Shirai Ryu. It's not a dating sim, it's a
What's
puzzle
happening
solver
on
game, and it's
Cyprus that would
hilarious.
concern the Templars?
Isn't that what that Catherine game's like?
Civil strife, perhaps. Their Emperor Isaac Comnenus picked a fight with King Richard many months ago, and now he rots in a Templar dungeon.
A pity. Isaac was so easily bent, so willing to take a bribe.
Ah, those days are past. Now the Templars own the island, purchased from the king for a paltry sum.
Ah, well, that's not the kind of governance we want to encourage. Do we have any contacts there?
I know of one in Limassol. A man named Alexander.
Send him a message.
My phone
Tell him
YouTube
to
notification
expect me
finally
within a
pinged me.
week.
Notifications
Yes,
are
out
always
there.
late. I've been experiencing that myself. Like, you know, my buddy Goblin was streaming yesterday. I didn't even get his notification until the stream was over. I was already in there because I checked my sub box, but after his stream
If
was
there is
over,
good
I
to
got
be
my
found in
notification
this
like an hour
artifact,
later.
I will discover it. But if it is only capable of inspiring evil and despair, I hope I possess the strength to destroy it.
Onimusha has a lot of puzzles, so does Bioshock. I don't think Onimusha has that many, but the ones it has... Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, because it's got all the, like, secret boxes and stuff. Upgrades. Can carry 4 throwing knives. I can't afford anything yet. Oh, by the way, I know some of you asked me, for Silent Hill Shattered Memories on the PSP if it works. I tried it. It works, but the background graphics, it's the closest I've gotten the game to work on any emulator, though. The background graphics are completely broken. Like, they literally look broken while you're playing. It's a bunch of, like, black tiles that appear in and out. So, like, that game, I'm going to have to buy it on a console and play it on... I'm probably going to have to get the Wii disc and play it on the Wii U. That journal is going to become important later. 'Tis true. The codex, if you will. Triangle to lock on soldier. Press that button to switch weapons. I thought I said no tutorial. Why give me a tutorial? Did I accidentally click on tutorial? Onimusha had a lot of math puzzles, which was weird. Oh god, I hate that. I don't know the game collects. What's up? We're gonna drop the like. Nice. You played this game, right? Oh yeah, you said you didn't like this game that much, right? Oh, did I select? Yeah, I didn't even note it. Let me get out of this. I don't want a tutorial. I hate tutorials.
Memory log updated.
Okay, continue session. Memory block 2? Oh, okay, there it is. Hey, let's say no. Does this game have annoying music? Not really. No, not really. I mean, I'm sure it might at some point, maybe. I don't remember.
Roger started screaming.
People would cover their ears and carry on. They've seen an unhappy slave before.
I just threw out a ship and I took her with me. Now we're on Cyprus.
This port is off limits. Show your face.
Nothing
Yeah,
under
yeah, I
the
can
hood
see
but
Altair's
an ugly
eyes.
old assassin.
Altair?
Alexander, you got my message.
I assumed it was a Templar trap. Who is the woman?
Templar Bay.
Tutorials added
She
to
was
the...
Robert
Yeah.
de Sab's girl.
Don't
Can't stand
belittle me,
tutorials.
murderer. I'm a Templar too.
Unfortunately, she's a bit of a burden.
We can hold her for you, Altair. We have a secure safe house.
Good. I'm going to have a look around.
Have you tried
I'll
finding
meet
the
you there.
PS2 version of Silent Hill Shattered Memory? I don't have a PS2 to play it on anymore, though. I have the PS2 emulator, but it won't work on that either. Yeah, I tried that, and it just gives me the same issue with broken graphics. That one won't even load up. And then the Wii version, I tried that on the Dolphin emulator, same problem. It's just, some games are just like that. Which, on a much older version of the emulator that maybe I'll try tracking down, I remember it did work. But with emulation, the downside is that sometimes when there's updates, more stuff works, but some games may not work anymore. So it's good to have multiple versions of different emulators. These cities are so barren compared to the PS3. Oh yeah, there's like nothing. This game, I kind of want to beat it tonight, but it's possible it's going to be a two-nighter. Because this game could go anywhere from like 3.5 to like 5 hours, depending. So, we'll see. Ah, God, I keep forgetting this is a PSP technically. So, like, I keep wanting to move the right joystick to adjust the camera, but PSP didn't have a dual analog. It just has the left joystick, so I don't have that option. It messes me up. Can I even... I don't know if I could count... Oh, yeah, I can counter in this version. You know what you should do is community stream an online emulation community stream of Gauntlet Dark Legacy for the GameCube. I'd have to be able to play it online, though. I don't know. Can I do that on the Dolphin emulator? I mean, I know it's got... I've never tried it. I know it's got some kind of online connectivity. But I've never tried to connect online on that. Trying to get to that viewpoint. The city really is barren. There's nobody out here.
Somebody help me!
Even the walls are barren. What can I climb? Okay, I can climb this. You know, it's impressive though. You gotta. It's a full-blown Assassin's Creed experience for a little handheld system. PSP was a cool console. I like the PSP. Like at the time, it was like a miniature sub PS2, like a little miniature diet PS2. Because it graphically was like somewhere between PS1 and PS2. Sony's always done a good job with like with the Vita. They made cool handhelds. They just, I don't know. I feel like they never market it right, and they don't support it. Sarcasm incoming. What great graphics. It's honesty now, not bad for PSP. Yeah, for PSP, like it's a full Assassin's Creed experience. A short one, but I mean it's Assassin's Creed, miniaturized. Question for the continuity of this game: is Desmond going through these memories? I'm assuming so because, well, no. Let me think back now.
There you are.
I don't think so. I am an animus technically, but
delivered to our resistance brothers. I trust that you will see
there's. I'm trying to remember what they established in 2, because I don't know when this would have happened, because they're on the run. I don't remember what I said in my timeline. I really don't remember. Game Boy is a mini NES, more or less. Oh yeah, for sure. Game Boy Advance is the SNES handheld. I've always said that about the SNES. It's a mini SNES, or the Game Boy Advance is a mini SNES. Yeah, for upcoming streams, what I haven't, because I haven't scheduled out like the next month or so. After this game, I'm planning on doing a community stream for, I'll probably do Dead by Daylight first, and then Predator with the Dutch DLC, and I am gonna do Mega Man 9 soon, because I haven't finished that one. Didn't Patient Zero have similar memory? Yeah, I forgot the number. I know there was one patient, I think it was in the comic books. There was a patient that shared a lot of the same memories Desmond had, but they died. Didn't they take the Animus? Yeah, they had another version of the Animus that they developed. Speaking of Assassins, I love the movie. It's actually not that bad if you know it's a video game movie. Yeah, I love that movie. However, if you don't know the Assassin's Creed universe, you're likely not really going to know what the hell's going on. Because that movie takes place within the video game universe, so it assumes you have a lot of background knowledge on it already. which is fine. I actually prefer that. I don't need my Assassin's Creed to cater to general audiences. Who is cooler in your opinion, Zero or like Mega Man Zero and X? Zero. Zero's way cooler. He's got a lightsaber and a badass attitude.
The Templars have never been interested in governing before. I wonder why now.
I won't assume you're here out of charity. Can I ask your purpose?
It's a complicated story, but can be summed up easily. The Templars have access to knowledge and weapons far more deadly than anyone could have imagined. I plan to change this. One such weapon is in our hands.
I keep grabbing my clothes,
the ability
beer.
to warp men's minds. If the Templars possess more like it, I want to know.
We can certainly trust the assassins to put the Apple of Eden to better use.
Where are the Templars holed up now?
In Limassol Castle, but they're expanding their reach.
And how do I get inside?
Kill the captain of the castle guard. With him dead, it's likely one of our
What time
spies
frame
will be
does the movie
promoted to
take
the
place?
post.
During
If that
Assassin's Creed 2.
happens, well, you can walk right in.
It's a start.
I forgot exactly what year, but in one part of the storyline, there's a kind of a time skip where Ezio's searching for the Apple of Eden that they stole.
Memory log
It's
updated.
during that time he leaves and goes to Spain, and that's where well, he leaves to go to Spain, and the movie takes that. Well, that's the Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery game, and the movie is kind of a follow-up to that game in terms of the past storyline, because there's some characters introduced in that game that are in the movie. Have they ever mentioned forcing people to have children in order to fill out the ancestral memories? I don't believe so. I don't know what those coins are for. Oh my god, I keep wanting to turn the camera with my joystick.
Listen, there isn't much time. A woman with a list detailing names of resistance leaders is on her way to a house in the market.
$5 bison
She plans
for everyone
to sell
Fabian
that
kills.
list
I
to
want a
the
case full of
Templars for
bison
a hefty
dollars.
fee. Can you stop her?
Makes you wonder if Ezio and Aguilar ever met. He's not in the games, but he does meet a another member. There's another member of the Spanish Brotherhood that plays a role in the game. It's not Aguilar though. He's made for the movie. I guess he could have met him off screen. Christopher Columbus also was introduced in that game.
Help! He's attacking me! Somebody do something!
Why is that person running so fast?
Ah, be careful!
Do you have to tackle her? I'm not even sure.
My, that man seems to be in a hurry.
Oh, you son of a bit. She just disappeared through that door. I could just kick the door open. Oh, come on. That's some BS right there. Absolute BS. Whatever. I'll go this way. This is the mission anyways. Kill the Templar captain. Stop playing with the X joystick. I must. Oops. I meant to assassinate him. If you haven't bought it, Bloodborne's on sale. Oh, it's on sale for $10? Shit, I might actually get it then. That's a good
What are
deal.
you staring at?
I'm not causing trouble.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
I can't even move
What
the camera down.
business have you crusaders got on Cyprus?
If you have no reason to be here, then move along.
Is he gonna recognize me? Stealth kill.
What are you wanting?
Ooh! God, anyone remember the PSP memory card? What was it called? The Memory Stick Pro Duo? It was like this weird, like, long thing where you insert the card in there. Those Sony handholds, they were awesome, but they were such weird little systems. Like the Vita had those, like, expensive-ass memory cards you had to buy. I remember I bought I have a 32 gig, which when it came out, that was the biggest size you can get. I remember it was like $90 or $100. It was crazy. But I had to get that because I always buy a lot of games, so I wanted the biggest one, and like it's super filled. I can't download any updates even. Add kicking down doors to the list of things Altair can't do. It's true.
It's done.
Good. Now find the Templar named Osman and tell him Alexander wishes his grandmother a joyous birthday. He will trust you then.
Where do I find him?
The Cathedral Square. He will be there soon. Osman thinks I'm coming to meet him, but you're the better man for this job.
So I found an intro dialogue between Sindel and Baraka and MK11, where Baraka mentions Goro became the vessel for Onaga and he attacked Outworld. Wait, what? They say that? I gotta watch that. You know what? That makes sense, because if you read the Mortal Kombat X comic book, Goro got his arms chopped off by Kotal Khan in battle, and he was looking for a way to regrow his arms, which is kind of stupid, but he goes to the Red Dragon clan, and because they have information on Onaga, that's like almost like their god in that timeline, in the new timeline, and they never did anything with that storyline. So that's interesting. That's interesting, because that implies that Goro in the new timeline was essentially Reptile in Deadly Alliance. Like he was or Deception, he was the vessel. That goes in line with the comic. That is interesting. Hello there. Oh, I wasn't supposed to be detected. Oops. Well, I mean, let's be real here. If I murdered everyone, have I been detected? I would argue that I wasn't, because they couldn't tell anybody. So I should have still gotten credit for that. I have to get another PSP a few years ago. Some jerk made me spill milk onto my PSP. That sucks. I'd be pissed. Oh shit.
What was that?
The assassin! He's here!
I was just talk. Okay, I can't even talk. I gotta kill them. I gotta kill them all.
He seems to be in a hurry.
Gutierrez, what's up, man? Welcome to another Assassin's Creed Wednesday. Assassin's Creed stream. One of two, possibly.
Templar scum! Get your hands off me!
Oh, they just killed a civilian. I heard that. But that's not my problem at the moment. So they saw me. I gotta go through the roof. Oh, right in the face. Wait a minute. Is it reinitializing the memory? It's not restarting me. You know what I never played? I never played Soul Calibur on PSP. The one that introduced Kratos. Kratos was in that version. Does that mean Mortal Kombat is in the universe of Soul Calibur now? Come on, man. You're right here. I just gotta give you a letter. It gave me okay, it said I...
Greetings, Osman.
Or was it reinitializing that civilian?
And wishes your grandmother
I definitely
a
got
joyous
seen.
birthday.
Okay.
The dear lady. May she rest in peace. Now, how may I help you, my friend?
Can you tell me why the Templars, such as Cyprus?
We go until midnight-ish?
Set up another
Probably
extra
around
I don't
11,
rank high
11 to
enough to know
12
for
around there.
certain, but I have heard talk of an archive of some kind.
An archive? Interesting. And who is the ranking Templar in Limassol?
A knight named Frederick the Red. He trained soldiers in Limassol Castle. A real brute.
With the castle guard dead, what would it take to get me inside?
Assuming
The
I
Arkham
am
series
appointed
timeline
to
is
his
very janky.
position,
Yeah, if you look
I
at the
can find
comics,
an
there's
excuse to
a
reduce
couple
the
little plot
castle
holes in
watch
there
for
too.
a short
Just
time.
like Injustice.
Will that work?
I'll make it work.
Dragon Force, welcome. Is this game any good? I've never seen it played. I like it. It's like a miniature version of the first game, really. Yeah, it's funny how many people didn't realize this game existed too, because I specifically remember when this came out, we had a ton of copies of it at Best Buy, and no one ever really, I never really saw anyone coming and looking for it.
Get your hands off.
A lot of people didn't even know about it because I mean it was exclusive to the handheld experience. Those games usually never sell well. Which is, my guess is that's the reason that, that's the reason so many Vita games got ported over. I feel like that hurt the Vita, though. But at least we got better, like, HD versions of those games. You're free to go.
These madmen would have killed me if it weren't for you.
Have you ever been to Cyprus, like, in real life? No. Only in the video game. I've never been to that side of the world. Altair needs to be reconditioned since he apparently forgot what it means to be a hidden the hidden ones. I am Bayek of Siwa. That reminds me. When I don't know why, like, when Origins came out, I played that game so much, I was driving my fiance crazy, because every once in a while, like, I'd go up to her and be like, hey, I gotta tell you something. She'd be like, what? I am Bayek of Siwa. Like, stop saying that. I said it for like a month, just randomly. I love Bayek of Siwa. You have this on emulator? Oh yeah, this is a PSP game. This is on the emulator.
Excellent. Now what?
We give him some time. He also told me about the Templar archive.
Isn't there another trail within the Brotherhood in this game?
Of course. That's where we keep
there is a
our
revelation with the
undergarments.
boss.
Cyprus would be a
I don't
good
remember if there
location
was one
to
in this game.
safeguard both knowledge
I didn't
and
think
weapons.
so, but I could be wrong.
With the right strategy, it's an easy island to defend.
Ah, if only our foolish emperor had possessed such foresight. King Richard made short work of him.
I'll be back soon.
Best PSP games were definitely God of War games. They were so good, but again, they got ported over to PS3 as HD versions, which are way better. Oh, and you can play them in 3D. If you have a 3D TV, they look awesome. Infiltrate Limassol Castle.
Memory log updated.
Gotta kill Frederick the Red. Get out of here. That's part of why the DS did so much better, because it didn't compete with the same audience as the other Nintendo consoles. Yeah, I completely agree with that. And that's the problem with the Sony handhelds. That this is why they keep failing sales-wise. Because they come out and they're not really supported by Sony. Sony will release games on them, and when a game does really well, they just port it over the HD version. Like on the Vita, I'm shocked Uncharted Golden Abyss never got a port. But the Arkham Blackgate game did, which sucks ass. I don't care about that game.
I've done nothing wrong.
And freaking Assassin's Creed Liberation got one. A lot of the good games did. On DS, well, on the DS also Mirror of Fate got an HD remaster. But the thing is, like, Nintendo supports their handhelds a lot more than Sony ever supported theirs. They just kind of released theirs in the wild and called it a day. They didn't, like, there were so many failed projects on there that failed because they never happened. Like, the Devil May Cry prequel with Sparta, that was in the concept stages. Never happened. It was going to be PSP exclusive. There was going to be a Resident Evil game exclusive to PSP. Never happened. So that's what I mean. Like, you just release this console and you got a bunch of watered-down ports of PS2 titles, and then all the good stuff got ported to PS3 as HD remasters. So it kind of made the game, the console pointless. Oh, and then you had all those little UMD movies, which were like sub-DVDs. It's just, you didn't even need all that in the console.
Guards, to me! I found the assassin!
And touch stuff. I still think Golden Abyss was my favorite Uncharted. That game is really good, and I want to stream it. This really sucks. I was looking for ways to stream from my Vita. The only way is to get a PlayStation TV, which is horribly marketed. Which is why now you can't find them. They stopped production on them. And there's actually a hack that lets you play on not unlicensed games, but games that aren't normally supported on it. Because there was only certain games that worked. There is actually a mod for Golden Abyss that makes it playable on there now. Here's the problem. The thing was like, I don't know, it was like $150 when it came out. It was on clearance for a while for like $30 everywhere. Now the only way to get it is to go on eBay and pay like $300. Like, people are price gouging the hell out of it because it's no longer in production. That sucks. Like, that's the only way you could stream Vita. And there's two games I want to stream from my Vita: Killzone Mercenary and Uncharted Golden Abyss. But only way to do it is to spend like $300 buying this damn thing. It's really shitty. Like, I wish I knew someone that had one that I would just buy it off of them. Shit, I'd even pay like 150, maybe like 150 tops. But no one's gonna sell it for that when they get like 250 or 300 on eBay, you know? It's just, that's ridiculously overpriced. You possibly do it on PS4 with the middle button, which is supposed to be a curse. Yeah, on the Golden Abyss, when you play it on the, with the hack, it lets you use the, you have to use a PS4 controller. It won't work with the PS3 controller, but with the PS4 controller, it'll let you do all the touch puzzles with the touchpad. I saw a whole YouTube tutorial on it. And the light puzzles and stuff, like, you could do it all with, like, button combinations. It's amazing what modders can do. I love modding. I used to be so into modding consoles. I don't really do it now with these modern consoles. But, like, with my old school consoles, like my original Xbox, I had a 500 gig ID hard drive in there with a bunch of, like, digital before digital existed in consoles. I had them all, like, ripped. I had all my discs, like, ripped to the hard drive internal. Actually, my fat PS2 did the same thing. You had to buy, the hard drive would go in, like, the broadband adapter bay. See, I wish they had made some kind of video adapter for the Vita. That would have been so cool. There's probably a technical reason why they didn't do that, though. I assume. Because I would have bought that. I mean, they already didn't care about the Vita anyways. Might as well have given it away for people to play it on the TV. Kind of like back in the day what they did with the Super Game Boy. I guess that's a good way to describe it. The PlayStation TV was kind of like the Super Game Boy. Or the Game Boy player of the Vita. Just nobody bought it, though, because Sony marketed it as like a home media streaming device, which nobody needed. They should have advertised it as a mini console, as a Vita mini console. Because when you think PlayStation TV, you don't think of something that'll play Vita games. Can't wait to really explore the Raspberry Pi, going to build an arcade cab around it. Oh yeah, I saw you got that. That's awesome.
No mercy, men. This is
One of my buddies for Christmas a couple years ago, he loves Spider-Man. So I actually I got a Spider-Man and the Sinister Six shitty ass game for the NES. But I got him that and I gutted the inside and I put a Raspberry Pi inside with an HDMI adapter and I gave it to him, so he just plugs it into his TV and he's got a bunch of emulators in there.
In your opponent's armor and strike hard.
Byzantines hired a group of Vikings called the Varangian Guard to be the Emperor's shock troops. Any plan to do Splinter Cell timeline if you haven't already? No current ones, but I'll never say no to that, because I like that series. So it's definitely a future option. Return to the castle entrance to escape. Whoop, gotta go. See you later, bitches! One thing about this game, though, I think it's significantly easier than the original. Like, enemies in this game, for the most part, don't really put up much of a fight. Oh, damn, that was friendly fire right there. What a dumbass. Why would they do that? Stupid. Didn't the PSP have component cables? The PSP? I don't know. That sounds familiar now that you mention it. The Vita definitely didn't. Vita had no way to put video out, which is one of its many, like, even with the DS you can get like capture cards that put the video out. The Vita just, there's currently no way to output video from an external source.
I found him. Here he is.
So anyone you see that like is playing Vita games like with Let's Plays and stuff on YouTube, they have a PS TV. Please leave me alone. I'm trying to escape. Wesley, welcome. How are you playing this game? Emulator. The magic of emulation. PPSSPP. It's the name of the emulator. Isn't the Zelda timeline the next one that works or Terminator? I'm working on like 2 at once. Zelda's one of the ones I'm working on, but right now I'm working on the Zelda one, which is going to take a while I put all the Halloween stuff together. Right now I'm kind of putting a lot of focus on the Halloween stuff and keeping up with the current content that I'm working on.
Why me? What have I done wrong?
If you see the assassin, I suggest you report him.
No. You burned my base. You will now pay for your crimes. The insolence. See, like, they barely fight back in this game. I love it. I love when my enemies don't fight back. They just accept their fates. There you go. Oh, God. Scum. Link in MK Universe because of Soul Calibur. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or set free.
That means Link is also in the God of War universe. It never ends.
He's fleeing! Don't let him escape!
Hey, Burgo, thanks for the super chat, man. Thanks for $2. You can actually mod a Vita with a capture card. Is there a capture card that runs it? Because I looked everywhere. I couldn't find any option. I couldn't find any solution online.
A foul murder has shaken my...
Because I had the original launch Vita. I was looking for solutions everywhere. All I could come up with... If you have links, if you want to send them to me, you can shoot them my way on Twitter.
Served God and the people of Cyprus with honor.
That is the new Grandmaster.
With a murderer's blade? Who among you will deliver those responsible to me? Cowards. You leave me no choice but to flush out this killer myself.
I'm shocked there hasn't been a World War II Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, me too. Unity teased it.
Investigation is concluded.
Bouchard,
what's going to suck is Halloween Horror Nights is probably going to get canceled. Universal, as of now, has announced that it's still on track. And actually, Universal opened. I got a couple friends that actually went. And they actually have the tents already like being built. As of now, it's looking like it's still on. So hopefully it stays that way.
Armand Bouchard!
Who's that? Ah.
Yeah, she hauled ass.
Colleague.
Bouchard! An assassin has come to Cyprus. I managed to escape, but he cannot be far behind.
Why, Maria, that would make this your second miraculous escape from the assassins, no?
Yeah, he doesn't trust her.
Once when Desab was the target, and now here on my island.
Yeah, you see, you can't run away now.
I am not in league with the assassins, Bouchard. Please, listen.
Desab was a weak-willed wretch. Verse 70 of the founding Templar rule expressly forbids consorting with women. For it is through women that the devil weaves his strongest web.
Did you do a Halo community stream, do it off Master Chief Collection? I have. Yeah, I did. I'll do it again, I'm sure. We did a multiplayer night. That was a lot of fun.
Lock her up!
I love that. How dare you run away from me? She ran away from me and ran back to the Templars, and they're like, no! You've been infected by the assassins. That's what you get for running away. Recapture Maria. Intercept Maria and her captors. You stream Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection? I plan to. Because I haven't, I started Uncharted 1. I mean, I'd beaten those games already on PS3, but I started the collection and I didn't finish it, so I'm definitely going to stream that sometime. So I can finish it up. That collection looks so good. They really did a good job remastering it. The frame rate just like it looks very fluid, which is the advantage of remastering an old game on a PS4. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Rescue her and marry her, apparently.
What's this? Step back.
Let me try the counterattack. It doesn't work as well here, I don't think. There we go. Which assassin do you think has the best robes? Mine is definitely Ezio's Brotherhood robes. If you're looking at robes, yeah,
Get
probably.
your hands off me.
My favorite assassin's
They
Edward, though.
consider me a traitor, thanks to you.
I am
Edward
only a
Kenway.
convenient excuse for your wrath, Maria.
Or Constantine in the
Templars
DC
are
universe.
your real enemy.
I will kill you when I get the chance.
If you get the chance. But then you'll never find the Apple of Eden. And what would curry more favor with the Templars right now? My head or that artifact? I thought so.
Stockholm Syndrome?
Despite
Yeah, that's
his
probably
bravado,
what she got. That's why she got married to
obviously
him.
took Maria's warning seriously. My sources tell me that after destroying our safe house, he immediately sailed for Kyrenia.
That's a shame. I was hoping to meet him. What's the fastest route there?
By boat, definitely. But those pirates won't let you hop aboard one of their ships without good reason. Find a man named Pasha in the ports. Tell him to honor the favor he owes me, and he might
Didn't
be
you
able
just
to
stream the
get you
Ezio
on the
collection
next
once
ship
time to do
heading
so?
north.
Oh, I'm going to,
You're
yeah.
a
When
connected man.
after this game, the next game in the timeline would be Assassin's Creed 2. So that's going to be streamed from the PS4 Ezio collection. Deliver Alexander's message to ship's crewmen.
Log updated.
I'm gonna climb. Want to know a fun fact about Castlevania Judgment? What's the fun fact about Castlevania Judgment? If you're gonna tell me that the characters are modeled after Death Note, I know that. Connor deserves another game. Hell yeah, he does. See, but you know, a lot of people didn't like Connor. A lot of people thought he was too serious. Oh shit. People didn't like Connor. This is being real. People didn't like Connor because he wasn't Ezio. That's all it was. I thought he was a great assassin. I liked him.
What was that?
Oh shit. I messed up. And also, by the way, Connor did continue, well, in the comic books, he's got like a little mini story where he's like showing his daughter how to hunt and stuff. And she like inherited the ability to like communicate with like birds and everything like he does. Like most assassins do. Or some assassins have that ability. That's a sixth sense from the Isu. But yeah, he had a little daughter. Whose name I cannot pronounce for the life of me. I don't need... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me find her name and see if I can pronounce it. Assassin's Creed. Connor's daughter. Alright, her name. It's IO:NHIOTE. Eniot. I don't know. I'm not Native American. I don't know what the hell that says. Do you go Nicosia in this game? I don't think so. Some reason I go think of the Mallrats scene. You know, I've never seen Mallrats. Jason Mewes, when that Templar guy's talking, son of Zarel, near before Zod. Top 5 favorite assassins: Edward, Connor, Altair, Bayek. Who else? Probably put Ezio after that. I like Ezio, don't get me wrong, but I'm not one of those people that are like, Ezio's the ultimate, my favorite assassin. He's not. There are rumors that Unity was another Assassin's Creed game to include Connor. That would have been really cool. I mean, Connor's still around during that time. Technically, he's a little older. Because Shay mentions him at the end of Unity. What? Shay mentions, you know, the little, Connor's actions at least. Inuit. Oh my god, like TurboTax. I'm replaying AC3 right now, and Connor's a pretty good character. I loved Connor as a character. See, but you know what I liked about him? People didn't like him because he was different than Ezio. That's what I liked about him. Like, why does... I don't want all the characters to be copies of each other, you know? To be honest, the most boring assassin I thought was Arno. I liked the story in Unity, but the main character I thought was boring. I didn't think he was an entertaining character at all. Wait, who's Connor's wife? They never show her, but Connor mentions she was a woman from another
Alexander
tribe.
is calling in his favor, Pasha. He needs you to find me safe passage to Kyrenia.
Ah.
Google. Oh yeah,
You
Google
must
would
be
pronounce
the
it.
resistance cutthroat I've heard stories about.
It's just Assassin's Creed 3 was frustrating at times. I thought it was well designed. I liked 3.
Armand and his precious cargo.
Cargo. Tell me more.
Try saying Connor's Iroquois name. Want to hear something funny? I pronounce it in my Assassin's Creed timeline.
For all I know, he's got the Ark of the Covenant hidden
And of
somewhere
course,
nearby.
as expected, you get the comments of the professional, you know, the professional Native American speakers that don't actually speak Native American that tell you you pronounced it horribly, but I made it a fact to pronounce it exactly as the game pronounces it. I watched the cutscene, I repeated it, I pronounce it the exact same way the game says it. So, if they think I pronounced it wrong, take it up with Ubisoft.
I should have a look now before we set sail. Before the ship is crawling with
We'll say I love how Rogue ends where Unity picks up. That was, you know what? It pisses me off. That was ruined. That should have been a cool surprise. That was ruined for me. One of my friends told me about that. He saw a YouTube video about it, and he told me. And I was like, I didn't want to know. So when I saw that, there was no surprise at all. I was so mad. Like, seriously, like, if you learn something about a game that's a spoiler, and you know someone that doesn't want to know that stuff, like, please don't tell them. Like, that's such a stupid thing to do, man. People do that all the time. I gotta get on that boat now. What's your favorite assassin weapon? The Hidden Blade, man. That's classic, and that's all you need. Hidden Blade. I think Ezio's a little overrated. Yeah, I mean, they did a great job fleshing out his story. Don't get me wrong; he's incredibly important, but like, I don't know. To me, he's not the end-all, be-all of Assassin's Creed. A lot of people just want Ezio over and over. I mean, he sells. That's why he had so many. I mean, he had Assassin's Creed 2. He had the handheld game, Discovery. He had Revelations. He was in, and then the Embers movie. Brotherhood, like they just went on and on with him for a little bit. For a while, he was Assassin's Creed. Am I supposed to go? What's that little cross floating around? Am I not supposed to be here yet?
Do that again. I dare you.
Oh, okay, it's this way. Pirates!
This manifest is a mess. A shoddy job done by lazy men. Unless this is a deliberate attempt to hide something.
He's upset that their book is messy. Return to Alexander. Unity's most unique weapon, the crossbow-like mechanism that shot Hidden Blaze. Oh, the Phantom Blade, I think they called it. That was cool. I did like that. Yeah, Unity as a game I like. I do like that game. I just don't care for the main character.
Where is my first mate?
He's gone ashore, Captain.
How come Ezio can swim and Altair can't? Good question.
Listen, we sail for Kyrenia in
Which version of Hidden Blade is your favorite? I like the one in Valhalla. The one in Valhalla looks awesome. My story question is, where did Eivor find it? I'm curious about how he comes upon it, because I know in the story he's not an assassin right away. If at all, he might not be. I don't know. But he comes across the assassins and discovers the weapon. So where did he get it? Like, whose weapon is it? That's what I want to know. And I think it's going to have a lot of undertones, just like Black Flag, because it's the same team that worked on Black Flag. So is he going to find an assassin and kill him and take his stuff like Edward did, you know? I'm very interested. And I don't want to know until I play the game.
Found a ship headed for Kyrenia. We're leaving now.
If you
Oh yeah, Altair got 4 games too.
While
Yep.
you drag me onto a boat full of pirates.
Revelations is
mistaken.
also his game.
If the pirates
technically.
find you, they'll hand you over to the Templars for a handsome reward. Right back into Bouchard's hands.
I wish you luck, Altair. Kyrenia
Oh,
is a
CD
rough
Altair.
place these days. But we have many friends in the City Watch. Look for a man named Barnabas in the Commons District. I have not heard from him for some weeks, however, so you may be on your own.
You spend more time inside a ship in this game than you do in all of Black. I don't know. That's debatable. Black Flag, you spend a lot of time. Well, it depends how you play. I sailed around like crazy that game. I wanted to become the terror of the Seven Seas. We all know that Assassin's Creed is Adrian Pierce, confirmed in the same universe, by the way.
I struggle to make sense of the Apple of Eden.
Maybe it got it from one of the British. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I can say with certainty that its origins are not divine. No, it is a tool. A machine of exquisite precision. What sort of men were they who brought this marvel into the world?
What sort of men?
Memory log.
What's the in-game reason for all the playable assassins having the same lip scar? There is no in-game reason. That was... I don't know why they did that. Because they stopped that after Ezio. It's only Ezio and Altair, really, unless I'm missing one. But they're the only ones that really had that. 5% chance critical, sure. Altair's weapons do more damage, absolutely. Confirm. No, oh, inside the ship. You're right.
That's
You're
a
right.
lovely ring.
I had to read your comments literally.
De Sable when he took me under his wing. This is about all I have left of my ties to the Templars now.
Did you study philosophy, Maria?
I've read scraps, nothing more.
The philosopher Empedocles preached that all life on Earth began simply, in rudimentary forms.
This makes me want to play
arms,
Revelations.
Heads without bodies, eyes without faces. He believed that all these early forms combined, very gradually over time, creating all the variety of life we see before
I started
us.
playing Origins for weeks. It's really different, but I like it.
I don't see the point of your
Unpopular opinion, is it to like Origins? Origins was widely liked by Assassin's Creed fans, I want to stress.
The chaotic beauty of the world. This is our greatest asset.
A lot of the people that didn't like it, from what I've seen, are people that, when you question them further, they say they haven't played since Unity or Black Flag.
Yes, but
so,
yields greater rewards
to me, as a fan, I thought it was an excellent change.
That the Templars seek
I love Origins.
And imprisonment.
I know the feeling.
Ken Domic Reaction Channel, thanks for the super chat, man.
It was him.
Thanks for the advice.
I'll bet the Templars would pay a pretty handsome reward for those.
Anything to help out, man. I cannot stand Black Flag driving mechanics. I love the driving mechanic. You don't like the ship driving mechanics? Oh god, it got so bright. Ah! Black Flag is driving mechanics. I thought it was yeah, technically sailing. You're right. Locate Maria before the pirates find her. Oh, speaking of pirates, here we go. The missing finger thing always weirds me out. That's changed so much throughout the lore, because like, when this series first came out, it was because there was no room for the blade. Like you had to do it, or it'll cut your finger off. And then Origins kind of retconned it to where it was a ritual that they did because Bayek lost his finger, so they all did it willingly. So it's kind of changed, but you know, I like to interpret it, and I guess this is where the story like is now. Now it's more of like different brotherhoods had different strategies of their own. So the Middle Eastern assassins did it out of necessity, while
Stay where you are.
clearly whoever
Thought I'd seen the last.
the Vikings took the blade from
Only I
didn't
was
do
so
it.
lucky.
What is your business
It's
with
changed.
this woman? Are you a Templar lackey?
No, sir. The pirates attacked her and I had to help. But I'm no lackey. I can't stand these Templars.
I understand. You're not alone.
My name is
I don't like the
Marcos.
new wave Assassin's
I'll
Creed
help in
games are
any
going,
way I
which is
can.
more RPG based than
Defending
objective.
my
I like it.
country
I like.
Crusaders.
I like that
I need
it's
you to keep this woman
evolved
safe
because I
until
think
I
it
return.
needs to stay
I have to find
relevant.
someone before the Templars do.
We'll
You
be
gotta
patrolling
understand,
the harbor
the
all
whole
day.
reason it
She'll be
even
safe here
changed
with us.
was because so many people were complaining that all the games felt the same one after the other. So they just decided to go out and change the whole formula. I think it's fun. I don't know which one I like better. I like them both. I would like to see a game that's a true mixture of both styles. I think that would be really cool. See, in this game, too, a lot of reasons this game is shorter. You know how in the first one, you had to do all the side stuff to uncover the main missions? In this one, the main missions are mostly there, and the side quests are there mainly to just get upgrades. For the most part. Remember those flimsy little PSP memory cards? Yeah, the Memory Stick Pro Duos. I remember that. I don't like all those proprietary formats. That's always what kills these Sony consoles. Portable consoles, I should specify. Like, history has proven that that increases the price of memory storage. Which I don't know how that's going to work for the Xbox One, because the Xbox One uses those little, like, hard drive storage cartridge things. It's going to be weird. I don't know if I like that. Like, I just want to plug in a USB, but I guess the storage requires, like, a much faster speed because of the how it handles the memory. Black Flag has sold more than 10 million copies. Yeah, Black Flag was a huge deal when it came out. It brought a lot of new people into the series. I like the RPG stuff, but then again, I'm a weeb. Leonardo and AC2 said that they amputated their finger to ensure the commitment of the one who wields it. Yeah, it was... Which doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're cutting off your finger. You'd think you'd be effective with all your fingers. But, what was I gonna say? And then in, which one was it? I'm trying to think if it was, I think it was Brotherhood, where they showed what they did afterwards, where they would kind of they would brand your finger with the symbol. I think it was Brotherhood that did that. Like when Ezio became a full-blown assassin, and they brand your finger, and then you could bring all your recruits to brand their fingers.
Barnabas?
Ah, yes. Who sent you?
So I thought it was interesting in Origins when they showed
said I might find you here.
When Bayek, when he cut off his, and everyone just did it because he did it.
Bouchard is in Kyrenia. He's probably visiting his prisoners in Buffavento.
Buffavento? Is that
finger removal is definitely both for ritual and hidden blade function.
Yes.
Into Alter remodeled the hidden blade when they want finger branding. Yeah.
Until the
and it was the I think it was the wasn't the Apple of Eden that taught him like all that knowledge.
I can get you inside without the guards batting an eye, but you must first do something.
I mean, you'd think that'd be on his to-do list. Like, maybe I should design this so it doesn't.
What is it?
So we don't cut our fingers off.
A respected merchant by the name of Jonas.
Byzantine's advance of the kitchen fork.
And I'll fulfill my end of the bargain.
Well, I'm glad they did. We need forks. I would love a mixture of both, which I want Valhalla to be. So yeah, supposedly Valhalla is going to be. It's going to have a lot of elements from the old school Assassin's Creed thrown in there. Keep in mind, it is mostly going to be RPG. I can see the Norse gods as Isu in the story. Oh yeah, they definitely were. Just like the Greek gods were. And all these new RPG Assassin's Creed, they're very focused on the first civilization storyline. I didn't like Black Flag. It was just too boring for me. Oh, don't tell me that. That hurts my soul. I love Black Flag. Plus, it wasn't about an actual assassin, just a pirate who got lucky. He became a Grand Master of the Assassin Order in England later, though.
Are nearby? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the finger branding was an AC2? See, I didn't remember if it was 2 or Brotherhood where they showed us that for the first time. Assassinate Jonah's guards without being discovered. So I gotta go quietly. Don't turn around. I have a love-hate relationship with Black Flag. I love the naval combat. Spent too much time on it, me too. But I thought the story was boring. I never bonded any of the characters. See, for me, like, I already think pirates are cool. Like, I like history. I'm a big fan of, like, history. And I think, like, pirate history is very interesting, like, that whole time period. So that game was right up my alley. And then you combine it with Assassin's Creed, oh yeah. Slowly. Black Flag is overrated? No, stop it. You're wrong. I disagree. Social stealth is one of the elements of Assassin's Creed. None of that was in Origins or Odyssey. Well, you got to keep in mind, though, in those games, like Odyssey, for example, there weren't really assassins, you know? And then Darius in the DLC, he's the closest thing to one, and he talks about stealth. So, I mean, that's by design. And then in Origins, I mean, I would argue that's also by design, because Bayek's not an assassin yet. He's just a guy completely enraged with vengeance in his heart. So he's not even thinking about stealth immediately. So that's the way I see it, at least. Like, it just develops.
What's this? An
2
assassin?
punches.
Does Saladin have his eyes on poor Cyprus too?
Black Flag is the best fight me.
ties to
I
the
will join
Celsa.
you.
Our business is our own.
Whatever the case, word of your presence is widespread, and the bull has put a bounty on your head. And the head of your female consort.
I'm worth more and more every day.
Thank you for the information.
Curious last words, Jonas. Still, you are helpful.
Every time I hear Jonas, I think of Jonas
Mercenaries
Brothers.
are combing the streets searching for me and Maria. She won't be safe for much longer.
Black Flag is awesome. I'll take Black Flag over all the other AC games. Mutiny! I love it.
Memory log updated.
It's awesome. Wait till I stream it. You guys will change your minds. Then you'll say it's the best. I'm gonna get so many ship battles. Damn it, I got stuck in the corner. Keep running into walls. What game is better, Assassin's Creed 4 or Rogue? I mean, better, I would say Black Flag because that's my favorite, but Rogue is also a great game. And it also has a lot of the same stuff that 4 did. So, I mean, it's very similar in terms of gameplay mechanics and overall feel of the actual gameplay. It's very similar to it. I'm drinking a Corona as well, but it's a premiere. Yeah, I'm on number 2. I'll probably go for a number 3 after I'm done. I'll have to go up and get it. I got that at my local Publix because they were discounted. Ooh, there's a guard right there. I gotta rescue the ex-Templar. See, I'm killing the equivalent of this time period's Edward. So sad. You know what I love in Black Flag? You go to the bar and drink so much, and you wake up like, oh, don't you wake up like in a haystack or something, or on like the table all passed out? There's a trophy for it, I think, for passing out from drinking too much. It's pirate days, man. That's what you did back then. Oh shit! How dare you? Oh, you asshole. I gotta murder this dude. Stop blocking, man. I hate when they do that, when they grab you and throw you. Disrespect. Counterattack. Which AC cinematic is your favorite? What do you mean? Like, cinematic trailers? You know which one was awesome? The one in Assassin's Creed 3. That shows Connor, he's riding the horse and he's like zigzagging through all the enemy fire. Which, that scene is in the game, none of that happens. You just have to take cover the whole time.
Damn Bouchard. He probably thinks I'm your bloody apprentice.
Someone called the Bull has dispatched his men to search for us.
The bull. So they gave that zealot his own parish?
Is he a friend of yours?
Hardly. His name is Moloch.
Moloch. It's Mortal
Blowhard with
Kombat.
arms like tree trunks.
Do you know the Resistance safe house in the Commons?
I know where it is, but I've never been inside. I'm just a foot soldier for the Resistance.
I can't be seen with Maria, so you'll have to take her. Keep her out of sight, and meet me there when you're safe.
I know some back
Got you questioning the assassins, makes you think I'm fighting for the right side. Oh, Rogue? Yeah, Rogue was... Man, that game was rough, because... You kind of empathize with Shay, you see where he's coming from, but... It's like you're killing assassins, so it's just like, am I on the right side? They did a good job. They did a good job giving it like a blank or a gray slate instead of just like black and white, like good versus evil. It made you question things. And then the games continue to tell you that the Templars are bad. Unity did a good job, you know, having shades of gray in there too, though. Because Arno, he became an assassin, the love of his life is a Templar, and he was raised by one. So that was kind of throwing a wrench in it, too. Are the controls a bit janky in this one? Not really. I mean, the controls, I think, feel all right. They feel a lot better than the combat does in Blackgate. That's where it kind of felt janky in Batman Blackgate. It nowhere near as fluid as the real console version. Are they going back to yearly releases for AC games? Not that I've heard. Because Valhalla, there's been a whole year between... Because Odyssey, they supported it for a whole year. And then Valhalla's coming this year, so they kind of skipped a year there. I can't imagine they would, because, I mean, these games they're doing now... They're doing the whole thing Call of Duty did, where they had, like, 2 different studios working on them. One was supporting Odyssey, while the other was creating Valhalla. So I don't think they're going to be doing that. If they do, I wouldn't mind. I'll still play it. Shit. More Assassin's Creed, the better. But no, I don't think they are. I think what they're focusing on now is just making one huge game and then supporting it for like a year with DLC and added stuff. And then another one. Which I think is fine. It makes the game last more. I gotta become anonymous. AC is canon to MK confirmed. Oh yeah, he was in Soul Calibur. Kratos was also in Soul Calibur, which means God of War's canon to Soul Calibur and Assassin's Creed. And then as you go down the rabbit hole, Ezio was in Soul Calibur also. God of War was in Mortal Kombat, so Mortal Kombat, AC, same universe. That'll drive the canon police crazy, right? Part that got me was when you have to assassinate Adewale. Oh man, I hated that part. I wanted to fail that mission. I was like, no, I can't do it.
Body.
But then you can't beat the game. You have to. Yeah, that's one thing I hated doing.
I'm sure he understood the risk of playing both sides.
Yes, unfortunately this has complicated things. Jonas was a respected Cypriot, and his death has sparked riots near the old church. The public is hungry for revenge, and to quell this, the bull will call you out.
We're gonna fight the bull.
You may lose the support of the resistance.
One death is enough to spark a riot?
The bull has been a cruel master, and unlike the Templars, he actually believes what he preaches. He loathes our local faith, and even went so far as to steal a set of historic scrolls.
I gotta go back and finish the Dead Kings DLC in Unity. I actually really liked it. The Dead Kings DLC was good.
But Jonas was a traitor.
It was a proper conclusion to the story, too.
Not enough of them, I am afraid. The resistance is quite scattered.
Will you finish this game in one stream? Possibly. Well, it might be a 2-streamer, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll do a little time check at like 11 o'clock in 2 hours, see how we're doing.
People you can trust?
I'm not sure who I can trust right now, but it's worth the risk. Right now, I have to stop these riots from spreading.
And per our bargain, I will see what I can do about getting you close to Beauchard. A deal is a deal.
After Unity's launch, it's smart for Ubisoft to take more time for their games. Assassin's Creed should be like Call of Duty. Yeah, which, I mean, that's what they did, though, after Syndicate. After Syndicate, they scaled it back and had one team working on one, and then kind of like what Call of Duty did, another team was working on another one a year later to kind of balance everything out. I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad for them to come out with it yearly. What they need to do if they do that is having separate teams working on each, like an individual team specifically focused on one, instead of finishing one and then just rushing development on the other. Because that way you still have a full game development cycle. And the public sees the game coming out yearly, but you still have a game that took a couple years to craft.
Time to quell these riots before the bull clamps down harder.
Fanatics. Don't block my shit. I will stabbeth you. You have been slayeth. I need more health. I need to get some health upgrades. Although the enemies are kind of weak, but still, you never know. Two more. Unity barely had a story. I mean, the story was there. It just wasn't as interesting as the others.
Assassin! There's an assassin here!
If there's an Assassin's Creed game that takes place in fairy tales, what era would you like to experience? I have no idea. Fairy tale Assassin's Creed? Like, you have like a Cinderella Assassin's Creed where glass shoes are pieces of Eden. And their powers that they fit any foot that they go into. I don't know. Oh, come on. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. There's one archer left, and I'm trying to... I don't have time to fight. How do I get out of this fight? I don't know how to get out of the fight. I'm gonna have to go through them. Gran Turismo on PSP was beautiful when I first played it. I'm sure it aged well. I've never played the PSP one. Although Gran Turismo on PS3 looked fantastic. Like, graphically, that blew me away. Although now it's not hard to make racing games look good. I think most of them look good. Mission accomplished. What important stuff happened in Unity? Go ahead. What relevant plot points were there? I mean, as far as what, though? Like, if you're looking at the past storyline, I mean, it was the French Revolution. That's relevant. You know? And then, also, it had to do with the dissolution of the Templar Order in that area. Because if you look at the Grand Master, it was like a civil war within the Templars. Because the Sage took over. See, no. I'll tell you what was important on that story. The modern day storyline is what kind of didn't matter. In the modern day storyline, it was, hey, the Templars are looking for this. We got to find it before they do. And when the game ended, it was like, oh, never mind. They don't know where it is. We're good. So I'll give you that. The modern day storyline was pointless. The past had a lot of stuff that happened, though. You see?
What's going on out there?
Unity has more of a story than any of the DOA games. Yeah.
The people are protesting the death of a citizen, a man named Jonas. Have you heard of him?
My father knew him well. He was a good man. How did he die?
Bravely. Listen, Marcos, things have gotten complicated. Before I find Bouchard, I need to eliminate
Make Kingdom Hearts an Assassin's Creed game.
Violence.
Was Sora's an assassin, or is he a Templar?
For chaos, Altair.
Mickey is the Grand Master.
One man responsible for the subjugation of thousands. Few will mourn his loss.
And you propose to just fly into Kantara, sting him, and exit unnoticed? He surrounds himself with devoted worshippers.
Kantara? That's to the east?
Yes, it's the most well-defended...
Least favorite game is Unity.
You'll see.
It's because if the opponents stab you in certain place, you instantly die. So like real life.
Memory log updated.
Man, Unity, I played that so damn much when it came out that like I leveled up to like the max, especially like the online co-op. I had a buddy, like we went through all the missions in that. We spent so many late nights playing that online. And just doing missions that we did over and over. It was so much fun. I do wish that they had kept the co-op online multiplayer. The co-op I always liked. Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you, Rogue Dragon. Wait till I stream it. Then you're gonna be like, oh wait, important stuff did happen. I was wrong. You'll see. You'll all see. What are your favorite Templars? I don't know. To me, the Templars are always just targets that you kill. I would say Hatham. Hatham was like the ultimate Templar. He was cool. And he was the father of Connor. You know who I did like also? I forgot his name. The villain in Syndicate. I don't remember what his name was though. I thought he was pretty cool. He was using the shroud to like, you're fighting him and he's just constantly like healing himself. And they whoop his ass at the end too. The Syndicate DLC I thought was a little boring, the Last Maharaja. But the Jack the Ripper DLC was amazing. I love that DLC. Fuck out of here. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that! No! You just reminded me of when EA said single-player games are dead. Yeah, and then you get God of War and Spider-Man. What a stupid thing to say. Like, as a gamer that loves single-player games, no, they're not dead. I love single-player games. What the hell's wrong with you? Translation, they can't make as much money off them as they want to. This game didn't look too bad graphically. No, this game, for a PSP game, it looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. It's like I said before, it's like a mini Assassin's Creed in a handheld. Oh, by the way, for those that missed the Saints Row stream, I'm actually I'm expecting to get that uploaded tomorrow. I had to actually re-download it and edit a bunch of stuff out of it because when we stream that game, we're gonna have to do it without the music. It sucks, but it's just, it generated like 34 or 35 copyright claims, something like that, which is, that's more than what Vice City did. Like, some of those claims are for like 3 seconds of music. I shit you not. So it'll just take too much time. I'm just gonna edit those parts out. We'll just do the rest of it without the music. That pisses me off though, because it's just, you have to sit there and waste so much time fighting all these claims, and they're all just gonna deny them, and then it's gonna be like 2 months in. It's ridiculous for a couple seconds of music. Couldn't you argue that Sub-Zero Chronicles is technically a C game? Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero? Hey, if you want, sure. Sub-Zero is an assassin. He is. Lin Kuei are hired assassins. Oh, no, wait. Makes you to fix your freaking copyright stuff. Yeah, it's insane.
I'm sick of this place.
You know what it is though? It's the automated system. It just doesn't. Any second that it picks up, it'll claim instantly. Half the time, the companies don't even realize there's a claim in there. That's why a lot of times it's like a whole month, and they don't even respond sometimes. Asshole. Oh god. There's JoJo Bizarre Adventure game for arcades made by Capcom. Is it for arcade or Dreamcast? I don't remember receiving an arcade, but I had the, or a friend of mine had the Dreamcast version. And I didn't know what the hell JoJo was. I played it, and I thought it was weird. But I had no idea what it was. I feel like Rodrigo Borgia was an interesting Templar because how twisted he was, messing Ezio's life and taunting him. He was the one that looked like Jesus, right? Rodrigo. That had that weird, like, incest relationship with his sister. He was an asshole. I think this is the bull. I think it was the big Persian-looking dude or something. I'm just gonna go in, swords blazing. Oh no. I'm getting surrounded. Alright, well, this is working out. This is working out okay. Arcade PS1 and Dreamcast? Yeah, see, I played the Dreamcast one. Man, the Dreamcast was such a good arcade system. Like, arcade fighters, they would port them over to the Dreamcast, and it was almost like a one-to-one representation of the arcade. Dreamcast was amazing. I loved the Dreamcast. At the time, that shit was revolutionary. Had they put a DVD player in that thing, I argue it would have competed right alongside the PS2. But it was too little too late. They were in Japan. They were actually gonna have a external DVD player, but it was just the console was already dead by then. Oh, Rodrigo was the Pope. You're right. You're right. I'm talking about his son. I think that's hilarious. Like, what has there been any other game in existence where the Pope is the final boss? I don't think there has been. You ever play Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero on PS1? Oh, have I? Yes, I have a review on the channel. I played it like crazy when I was a kid, and I streamed it. I'll say this. I make fun of that game and I trash it because it is a terrible game. But it is a lot of fun to play. So, it's an ugly, broken mess, but I enjoy it. It's like watching a bad Netflix movie. And the most important thing, it's not boring. As much shit as I give it, I'll give it that. It's not boring at all. And I also like the lore that it adds in, how it ties into like Mortal Kombat 4. And the fact that they still to this day acknowledge the events of mythology in Mortal Kombat 11. So, I mean, it exists. Like in Aftermath, when Fujin addresses Noob Saibot, and he talks about the battle they had in the Wind Temple, I was like, what? That's mythologies. It's cool. What am I supposed to do? It's a video game version of Batman and Robin. That's a very good way to put it, yes. I got Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks the other day. I'm going to do a playthrough with my brother. Yeah, that game's a lot of fun. And do a playthrough also after you play as Kung Lao and Liu Kang. Do another playthrough of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. You could do that. It's so cool. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to climb this bitch? Oh, wait a minute. Am I supposed to go up here? I think I'm supposed to go up here. And maybe cross over or something. Yeah, that's it. Maybe. Shit, I can't make that jump. Oh, hell no. I'm going back down. I can't make that jump. Mortal Kombat Mythologies needs proper remake. It has a lot of potential. I wonder what kind of game it would be now, though. That'd be so weird. I would love a remake. And they actually like made a fully like competent game by today's standards. Hell yeah, I'm down. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we gotta go this way. I like Kung Lao over Liu Kang. So does Kung Lao. That's where they first introduced him being kind of jealous, was in Shaolin Monks. Okay, I'm trying to tell him to climb over there. Why can't I climb around the corner? One thing I have to say about this series is the climbing mechanics have gotten a lot better over the years. Especially now in Origins, where you can just like... Origins and Odyssey, where you can literally just climb whatever the hell you want. You want to climb that pyramid? Go for it. You want to climb that mountain? Go for it. I think a Mortal Kombat Special Forces remake would be cool. But it has to be done well. It would be a Gears of War style shooter this time. Online co-op with Sonya and Jax. That's what I want. This looks like a dude that would sell you Persian rugs at the market. What's your favorite Resident Evil spin-off game? Depends what you consider spin-off. I like Revelations. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Survivor. Shit game, ton of fun. I love Survivor. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna say that one. Goblin. What's up, man?
Go on, hit me.
Oh, God. Look, this is how easy he's gonna go down. Hey, you can just kind of keep hitting them, and if you hit them fast enough, they'll die. Not much strategy required.
I feel nothing but the Lord's judgment.
See?
Your tyranny ends here, Malach.
It will continue.
You just kind of have to hit square a couple times.
And push up. It will outlast us.
He looks like Karnov. Survivor is unappreciated? Hell yeah, man. I love Survivor. It's so fun. Every time I play it, like, I love that I can just take like an hour and a half or 2 hours out of my day and just give it a quick playthrough. It's so much fun. You can counter the maze. You don't even need to, though. You just mash square a couple times and he's dead.
Over here! Assassin! Kill him!
Goblin, man, I'm telling you, you gotta get a capture card so you can stream some cool stuff. You won't regret it. You want surprise with that whoop ass? God. And those combos in that game are impossible to pull off. Like, oh, you don't even need them in Special Forces. You just need, like, the first 2 combos that you unlock and you can beat the whole game with them. Because it doesn't matter. When you fight bosses, you just have to press square over and over and over real quick and get them locked to, like, sunlock them. I like some of the soundtrack mythologies. You know, you want to hear something crazy? For some reason, Mythologies and Special Forces both have really good soundtrack. For some reason. That blows my mind, especially about Special Forces. That game sucks ass. And it's super boring, but the soundtrack is fantastic. Especially that boss music. The boss music is cool. Oh, come on. I was trying to go that way. Okay, you know what? You don't fuck with me? I'll fuck back. You dicks. Assassin's Creed is one of those games that doesn't need boss fights unless well done. Yeah, I mean, this was a handheld version, so I guess they just wanted to try some new things. Because if you're going to experiment, I guess the handheld version's what you want to do it with and then improve on it. But as you saw, all you have to do is hit square a couple times. And had I just continued pressing square, I would have killed him. Like, without much effort. I have my son looking into a capture card. Yeah, like I said, man, let me know if you need help with that, because it makes a world of a difference having a capture card.
Why do our instincts insist on violence? I have studied
the counter out animation? Yeah, I've never used it in this game just because I didn't need it.
The innate desire to survive seems to demand the death of the other. Why can they not stand hand in hand? So many believe the world was created through the works of a divine power. But I see only the designs of a madman, bent on celebrating death, destruction, and desperation.
I think it's cool they actually show him writing the codex, because that becomes such an important thing. And don't you have to find all the pages in 2?
Updated.
Alright, let's do upgrade here. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade this here. See, I'll tell you, man, in this game, he becomes just unstoppable with the upgrades.
Altair, we were.
They put all the money into the soundtrack for Mortal Kombat. You're right.
It was no use.
Oh,
Did they take Maria?
Oh.
I think so. They took everyone else. I wanted to stop them.
Did he say Survivor? Unsubscribe.
There were too
many.
many.
Love Survivor.
This was not your fault. The Templars are crafty.
Let's not forget Special Forces legendary intro cinematic, that like fake ass like James Bond style intro, or like Black Dynamite.
That's a curious theory, but I suspect it was Barnabas who tipped them off.
Barnabas? How can that be? The Resistance leader Barnabas was executed the day before you arrived.
Before I arrived?
Altair, the Templars are preparing to execute our men. You must stop them.
Would it be interesting if Assassin's Creed takes place in the Prince of Persia universe? You know what? Nothing prevents it from being so. So, why not? Sands of Time are First Civilization artifacts. There you go. That's all you gotta say. I'll tell you, assassin by day, blogger by night. In a world without the internet, somehow he is a blogger. I wish they'd remake this game. Yeah, it'd be so cool if, like, because you know how they've been doing the remasters for these games? With Valhalla, I would love it if they dropped, like, a surprise announcement. Like, I don't know, if you pre-order, you get a free copy. Because they did this with Origin. Was it Origins? No. It might have been Odyssey. That if you pre-ordered Odyssey, you got a free copy of 3 Remastered, which also included Liberation HD. I think they should do that. That'd be cool if you pre-order Valhalla. I mean, I guess you don't even have to pre-order. I mean, they could just make it downloadable. But if you, with Valhalla's release, they should remaster 1 and this game, like in a bundle. That'd be so cool. I would love to replay this game in HD. Well, I mean, it's technically HD now, but I mean like a proper remastered HD version. That'd be badass. It's got to be happening because the only main one that hasn't been remastered is the first one. I mean, I'm not counting the side games, but at least the first one needs to have a remaster. I'm wondering if they're not doing it because they feel it might feel outdated, which it kind of does feel outdated because the first one. But still, I would replay it. Whatever, Umbrella Commander. This is cool. Oh, knife went inside the bad graphics. Assassin! Oh, shit. It's okay, I got some upgrades. You can't touch me. Can't touch me. I got too many health bars, bitch. You only have 1 health bar. There. There with Odyssey, it was AC3 remastered. Yeah, it's like I said, but you technically got 2 games though, because that also includes Liberation. So they could easily do that one, make 1, and then you get Bloodlines as like the little side one. I would prefer Ubisoft make an actual Prince of Persia game. If you look online, you could actually see the beta for the Prince of Persia game they were working on. It looked awesome, and I'm sad it didn't happen. It was going to use a lot of the Assassin's Creed Origins stuff, like with the engine, and have some of the same elements as Origins, but yeah, they were doing it. They were doing another Prince of Persia, and I don't know what happened, but they just didn't. Intercept the escaping Templar executioner.
Get out of my face.
Oh, fuck. Serious. I'll tell you, he trips over everything easily. Because he's running with that long-ass dress. Just put some shorts on and then start chasing them. Or like a tracksuit.
Kill him.
The executioner has been executed. Oh, you son of a... Wait. I don't know how to escape battles. I was just like Pokemon, you can just hit escape. The other day I messaged you on Instagram about an error on my PS4's YouTube app and won't let me sign into my account. Only on the PS4? That's weird. Have you tried reaching out to YouTube? I would reach out to YouTube like in their little support thing, even though I don't know if anyone's there to answer it now. That's weird. You shouldn't be. You know, a couple months back, some of you guys were telling me too. Does anyone have issues watching my channel on PS4 now? Like for those of you that do. A couple months ago, I had a lot of you telling me that you couldn't see my videos. Like, they were just, like, blacked out on the PS4 app, but they work if you click on them. I think the PS4 YouTube app has a lot of weird little issues. Because every time anyone reaches out to me with issues with the YouTube app, it's always on PS4. Always. Remember when Medal of Honor was coming to PS3? If you pre-ordered, you got Medal of Honor Frontline? Yep, I got it. I got the pre-order because I love remasters. I like when they do that, and I got Frontline on my PS3. But the only downside, I kind of wish it downloaded a digital copy. You have to put in your Medal of Honor disc to be able to access Medal of Honor Frontline. They should have just had like a digital code that like downloaded it from the PlayStation Store. Altair can't swim, can't run without stumbling, can't kick down doors, but somehow he's a badass grandmaster. Same here for the PS4. They're going to update it soon. Okay, so it is a known issue. Because I'm telling you, it's always a PS4 when people
they may
tell me
still
about
be
it.
Imprisoned, either at the harbor jail or in Buffavento.
It would help to narrow that down. We don't have much time.
See, it looks like a lot of you have PS4
drown
issues.
their sorrows in the harbor district after a day's work. You may be able to find information there.
Still no sign of Maria?
None. You think maybe she misses your company?
She might after she learns more about her old friends. Meet me later, outside the gates to Buffavento.
Did I press triangle for more options? Told me to contact support. Well, I mean, it might. It might be a waste of time at this point because I guess from the chat, other people are saying that they're actually fixing it. So it sounds like they're aware of the issues. So I mean, you'll probably just get an automated response if you reach out to them. Shit, I know all about those YouTube automated responses. Like, that's weird. They'll give you the most basic shit. They'll be like, "Oh, that's unusual. Have you tried this?" And they'll send you an article like telling you to clear your cookies or something. That never does anything. I don't know. It's always those like generic troubleshooting steps they shoot your way when it's clearly something on their end. Ezio's Embers movie is really good. Yeah, that was Ezio's the conclusion of his storyline. And also, that's what introduced us technically to Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. It's a great movie. I do like that one a lot.
I found the assassin. He's here.
I wonder if I could stream that one without getting copyright claimed. Because it's not... I don't know. Because it's not like, you know, like a theatrical movie or... I don't know. It's in, you know, maybe I'll try that because maybe we can all watch it together, like before I stream the China game. I just don't, because it's in the Ezio collection. You can watch it in there.
What's gotten into you?
So I don't think it would be copyright claimed.
And you'll pay dearly.
You don't even know how to use that thing.
It all depends on if Ubisoft put it in the Content ID system. Alright, sorry, dude. I gotta fuck you up. Oh, wait, not you! No, not you! I started punching the wrong dude accidentally. The Chronicles were a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like those Chronicles. China was my favorite one. My least favorite, I think, was India. I didn't care for the overall universe as much. But Russia and China were great.
What's gotten into you?
I like the storyline in the Russia one and the overall look. How everything was kind of like black and or kind of like red and white. It looked really cool. That one had the most like. Well, that one in India had a really good like artistic design to it. See, a couple punches. But I failed.
What do you want to?
Alright, you know what? These guards are messing with me too much. I found the whole movie on YouTube. Yeah, it originally was released on a... I remember I paid like $4 for it on the PlayStation Store on my PS3. So I have a version downloaded on my PS3. But it is in the Ezio collection. You can watch it right off the main menu.
Are you threatening me?
What's gotten into you? Keep that up and you'll pay dearly.
You don't even know how to use that.
YouTube's got a lot of shit they gotta fix, man. I'm so tired of YouTube having issues with things in general. And then every time they like do any kind of update, it's never to fix an issue. It's always to add something that nobody asked for. Wait, don't I have to... Oh, do I have to wait for him to get a secluded area? I didn't read the mission. Come on, man.
You're not allowed here.
Are you threatening me?
I'm watching a stream on my laptop hooked up to the TV in my living room using the HDMI cable.
Keep that up.
So you got it all jerry-rigged.
You don't even know how to use that thing.
They should remake Chronicles into a full-blown 3D game. Hell yeah, that'd be cool. There's enough lore there to do it. I mean, it's big. Like, especially like ancient China. Oh my god, there's so much you could do with it. And then Russia, you've got the whole, like, you know, Russian Revolution, which is what that storyline's based on. Is there... Interrogate him by beating him with your fist. But I can't be discovered. I don't care if I'm discovered. I could fight my way out. Well, no one's around. No guards, so let me start fighting. Yeah, here we go. No guards bail you out this time, huh?
You want to fight? Then show your face.
My face is right here.
Forgive me, Sergeant. It's the wine getting to me. You resemble the man who took my job.
Eh? Where were you posted?
I worked in the chapel at Buvavento. Until Bouchard got me drunk on wine.
Oh. Rough work around that.
I'll tell you, fails his mission because Fabian's too lazy. No, man, I could have killed them all, though.
Keeping watch over those.
Who cares if I'm discovered?
Scumbags.
Are they still there?
Once I whip out the blade, it doesn't matter.
Just one Templar holds the key. A fella up at the Crusader outpost. If he loses that set, those bastards will rot in their cells.
We can't let that happen, can we?
See, what does it matter if I was a detective? I was going to stab him to death anyways. YouTubers shit before, but ever since Susan took the helm, shit really hit the fan. Small YouTubers get punished, but YouTubers like Jake Paul pretty much get a free pass.
Memory log updated.
Yeah, upper management YouTube is... As much as I'm thankful to YouTube because it gave me my career. I mean, it gave me what I have now, you know. However, that does make them immune to criticism. Upper management in YouTube is probably the worst I've seen in a company I've worked for. I guess worked for. Because technically we don't work for them. We're partners, even though they don't treat us like equal partners. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, the upper management in YouTube, there's just... I understand it's a big platform, but that's not an excuse to not make things better. And I could write a Bible-sized book about all the things YouTube can do and how they can do it better. And it's not just me. I mean, other creators have expressed exactly the same problems that YouTube knows of, and they just do not fix. Like, for one, the copyright system is a complete fucking mess. You know, I get it, it's required. But why is it that with some companies like Warner Brothers, if they copyright claim a movie review, they choose to block a video completely? But if something, I don't know, like a video game cutscene gets copyright claimed by Square, for example. Didn't happen to me, but let's just, as an example. And then you dispute it, why is that not blocked? But during the dispute process, you know, why is that not blocked? So that's what I mean, like, why block anything while the dispute process is going? Just stupid little things that are more than obvious affect creators in negative ways. They just don't do anything about. But then they'll add a bunch of stupid features that nobody asks for. So it's like, okay, you could have spent time thinking of solutions for actual problems instead of coming up with shit that nobody needs. Fix the problems first. But yeah, that's my rant on YouTube. It's all we have right now, but it's all we have right now, and it's the one that does this video streaming slash content creation thing the best. But that's only because there's no competition out there that's as big. They got a lot to learn, basically. Get out of here. What's that alarm sounding? Who sees me? Oh, you ass. Upper management YouTuber cares more about advertisers than creators? Oh yeah, for sure. That's an absolute fact. They deny that though. Like, oh, creators are bread and butter. No, you cater to the big like Jimmy Kimmels and all. That's who they cater to. It's indefensible. They can't argue that. It's just a fact.
Memory log updated.
But, you know, at the same time, that's why I always tell people you can't really depend on YouTube. Like, if you're going to do content creation full-time, you can't really depend on YouTube to promote you. You got to do it yourself, which is why social media is so important. You got to focus on building your own community. A lot of people, they quit because they're on the whole, oh, YouTube doesn't promote small YouTubers, that's why I'm not growing. Well, you kind of, if you're going to do it, you kind of have to take your own success into your own hands. It's like owning a small business. Like, if someone decides to open up a small business, no one's going to create their success. You have to do it on your own. That's essentially what YouTube is. Like, it's like you're starting a small business from scratch. Who's going to promote it? Not YouTube. You have to. Google doesn't care. They want to turn YouTube into TV, so they only support celebrities and networks. Yeah, no, they don't care, and they never will care. But like I said, that's why it's up to each individual creator to really take control of their own success. You know. Is it still set up where YouTube channels under 1,000k subs can't make revenue? Yeah, I actually agree with that. I do agree with that because that's I mean, keep in mind, if you only have 1,000 subs and you were monetized, you're really not making shit anyway. You're not making much of anything, so it really shouldn't. I think 1,000 subs is a good minimum, at the very least, because it's a way to kind of weed out the people that are serious about actually making content.
Was there a woman with you?
And that's why a lot of bad actors were able to get on the platform, because everybody was able to make money.
Shalim took it away
I do
in
agree with
chains.
that policy.
She didn't go quietly.
Clout, welcome in.
Hurry now. Return to your families.
I'm so tired of seeing late night talk show hosts on the front page. So no, yeah, and they're not actually trending. Keep in mind, like it's they're paying to be. It's a paid promotion tab. Like, there's been YouTube channels that have done studies on this shit. It's absolutely a paid promotion tab. But keep in mind, as a creator, being on the trending tab's not going to help you anyway long term. Because if you go trending, people will see your video once. Because I mean, that's the definition of going viral: is you get a hit, and then you kind of fade into irrelevance again, instead of just having success building slowly and gradually and sticking around. So, I mean, trending tab's not really going to do much for you anyway. But yeah, it's a paid promotions tab. Though those networks are paying to be on there. They absolutely are. Without the content creators, YouTube is just platform ads, which is bad for business, as nobody's going to spend their time watching ads all day. It's true. It's very true.
Damn you.
YouTube started as a platform for creators, made by creators, and that's really what it still is, because that's what people come to YouTube for. People don't come to YouTube to watch. If they want to watch fucking Jimmy Kimmel, they'll watch it on like NBC or whatever the hell channel he's on. They don't care about watching it on YouTube. Like, that's not where the primary audience comes from. But yeah, it's a paycheck for YouTube, so.
Watch where you're going.
Not this music. YouTube is not your friend, they are a business partner. Yeah, that's very accurate. I mean, I would put quotes around the word partner, because I don't even know what I would call them. They're the platform that allows you to create your own success, I guess.
I just heard the news.
Is a good way to put
More
it.
of our brothers are free?
Yes, but Bouchard seems to have his eyes on every branch of the resistance. Be wary.
It's that.
I just realized it's Altair's Chronicles music. You knew it was gonna come
She's
back.
a menace and must be stopped.
As long as I don't hear it over and over.
Oracle is telling the Templars. But if they were able to break the real Barnabas before he died, they may have broken her too.
How long do you think Google will keep Stadia until they cancel it? You know what?
I think I'd like to have a talk with
sometimes I forget
myself.
that Stadia's a thing. I completely forgot that existed until you just mentioned it. I don't know. I have no idea. I kind of feel like they're gonna try to stick with it a little longer, maybe another year or so. I think they're just really gonna try to stick with it and try to make it succeed. But I don't give a fuck about Stadia. I've been very vocal about Stadia, and you know what? I like digital gaming. I prefer digital just because, I mean, like, I got a house, I got kids, I have limited space. I don't want to be buying physical games. So I'm okay just buying shit and keeping it in a hard drive. A lot of people say that you don't own the games that way. I mean, technically, I guess that's true because they're... But, I mean, if I disconnect from the internet or the service goes belly up, like, I have them still on a hard drive, you know? So, yeah, you do own them, technically. But I kind of draw... When it comes to digital gaming, I kind of draw a line at streaming games. Because that... I mean, you're truly stripping ownership away completely. There's not even any room to debate that. It's... You don't own anything at all in any way, shape, or form. The service goes up, there goes the game. Like, everything you paid for is erased, disappeared. So, it's... I'm against game streaming. I don't care for it. And also the fact that, like, you have to pay a full price for the damn game and you're just streaming it, that's like... It's like going on Netflix and watching a movie, but before you can watch it, you have to pay full price for the movie. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, that is not a sustainable business model. In the future, might Stadia, assuming it survives, might it improve to be more reasonable? I don't know, maybe. I'm not interested in it. I doubt I ever will be. The only way I'll ever be interested in Stadia is if they ever have, like, some kind of amazing exclusive video game series, like Halo or like their Halo, like something that is a must-play game that you can only play there. That's the only time I would even remotely care. But otherwise, I'm good. I'm good with my emulators. I'm good with my consoles. And like the fact that like I find it entertaining that Stadia advertises not having a console under your TV as a selling point, like no console required. I like having that box under my TV that I could like, that cool sleek black box that's powered on, connected to my TV. That's not a selling point to me. Like having a console doesn't bother me. Like that's why the hell I have a TV stand, so I could put stuff there. You know, like a TV stand with a cabinet and everything. Like that's why I own it, because I want to put stuff there to display. Some of those are video game consoles. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't think they have any other selling points, so they're trying to villainize the console under your TV as like this thing that's so inconvenient for you to have there. Oh, and then they talk about like, oh, games are instant access, you don't have to wait for it to download. Well, I understand some areas don't have good internet. Leave the console on overnight and like let it download overnight, you know? Like that's just not a huge deal. Once it's done, it's done. You have the game. Stadia was a good idea, but had terrible execution. Yeah, it did have a terrible execution, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't even think it is a good idea, because yeah, streaming games, it's just the kind of thing where like, okay, it's cool that the technology exists that you can do that, but like who's your target audience? Like what gamers are gonna care like to pay full price for a game that they're not even buying? You know? I don't get it. I don't get it. How do I jump backwards? Oh, come on. I don't know how to jump backwards. Wait. I don't know how to jump backwards. Just X? Oh. Okay, you just have to press X. In Assassin's Creed 2, I spent more time on rooftops than in the street, as most stealthy assassins should. Oh, you son of a bitch. See, that's an old school Assassin's Creed problem right there. Like, the assassin never goes where you want them to. It's more of the novelty of owning a physical copy rather than the convenience of opening a digital copy. Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I understand, like, that physical mentality, like, just wanting to have something. That's perfectly fine. I think physical and digital should both, you know, exist. I don't think either one should overtake the other, ever. I think they should both be available. I don't want a future where streaming takes over everything. That's what I don't want. And I won't support that. I'm not going to give Stadia my money, because that's not something I ever want to see. I don't care if people say that's, like, the future of gaming or not. I don't want that to be the future, so they're not going to get my money. But yeah, physical and digital, I think it's healthy that they both coexist, because there you have multiple options. Now, if video game streaming's here to stay, you know, alongside physical and digital, you know, okay, fine. Let the people that want to go that route go that route. But I'd never want to see it be a replacement. That'd be a horrible future for gaming, in my opinion. Like, just because the technology is more advanced and you're able to do it doesn't necessarily mean you should. Like, okay, look at Jurassic Park, for example, right? We got the technology to clone dinosaurs. Nobody stopped and asked, is it a good idea? And what happened? Dinosaurs are back in the world. Alright? And they escaped. And now they're taking over. So, the gaming industry needs to take a hard look at Jurassic Park, alright? That teaches you many life lessons. Even in the US, our internet is not the best. Stadia needs a world where everyone has top connection speed. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why, like, where I live now, like, it sucks because we have really good internet. I have 1 gig fiber connection. It's amazing. However, every single area around me has horrible internet. So it's like, I can never move from my house because I'll lose my good internet. Like, I'll probably be here forever just because of the internet. Oh my god, I'm trying to get to the other side. That's all I'm trying to do. Please, okay, thank you. I was able to jump over finally. Aside from Black Flag, what AC game are you most looking forward to? Oh, to stream? You know which one I am? Origins. Because that'll be a long time from now. But I really like Origins. Like, I really want to replay that game on New Game Plus. I've actually been going around doing the Discovery Tour mode. I think it's so cool. Especially if you like history, just going around learning about all the different, like, monuments and stuff. It's really cool. I stopped buying physical copies because they have to be downloaded to your hard drive, just like digital version. Yeah, it's... Well, I think it was, like Carmilla said, it's the novelty of having a physical object. Yeah, technology-wise, it's pretty much the same thing as having a digital at this point. And also, for me, another convenience factor is the fact that I have my consoles here in the, you know, my little YouTube cave, and I have them out in the living room, so it's nice just switching between the two with cloud saves. But for my physical games, I have to, like, remember to get the disc out of one console and go put it on the other one every time I want to play it. Oh my god, see, this is where the controls get a little wonky when you're actually trying to get to the other side. It's not really clear on what button you have to press. That was an accident. Okay, so let me go down. Can I get down here? Okay, here we go. How are you today, sir? Stab. You're basically paying both full price for a game and a subscription service. You're paying less for Xbox Game Pass. Wait until Xbox releases xCloud.
So the girl got away again.
Stadia's gonna get annihilated. There's no reason for them to exist when xCloud exists.
The next she was gone.
There's no reason for it. What? Because Serious Sam's gonna be a time exclusive? Give me a break.
Women is well known. You let your guard down.
Which that's gonna kill the game sales.
Walked away.
I will find her again, Grandmaster. I swear it.
Do it quickly, before she leads the assassin directly to the archive. Oh, and Shalim, see that this is delivered to Alexander in Limassol.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Alexander is working with the Templars too? My god, Bouchard has spies everywhere.
Oh, Rogue Dragon, I think this is where you were talking about the traitor. I think it was Alexander. He's not an assassin, though, but he was like his contact. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to fall. Oh, come on. Oh, you fucker. Why are you starting me here? Now you can make me do all these crazy jumps again. I'm living with other people right now, so I have limited amount of storage space. Yeah, storage space. That's one of, well, what are you using the internal memory of like the PS4 or because you can just get a, oh shit, you can get a USB hard drive. I got like a 5 terabyte Seagate. Just plug it right in. It's really convenient. But yeah, if you have multiple people using it at once, I can imagine that can fill up decently fast. All right, let me not fall this time.
So the girl got away again, did she?
I'm sure she had help.
I'll tell you, his lips were moving. It's a PSP game. Give it some credit. They're not gonna have all that lip syncing, all that fancy stuff.
For women is well
I think there's a bad assassin faction in this. I don't remember very well.
Just walked away.
I will find her again, Grandmaster. I swear it.
Do it quickly before she leads.
I don't remember physical copies, which is why I get digital. You know, one thing I still like physical is movies because for me, I keep movies physical. I get Ultra HD Blu-rays because like when it comes to movies, I'm like a big like video/audiophile. You do like, for example, when you play a physical game, if I pop a disc in Assassin's Creed or I downloaded it, there's no difference in actual quality. There is with movies. If you're streaming a movie with compressed audio and compressed video, it's nowhere near the quality of like a 4K Blu-ray with Dolby Atmos surround sound. Like there's no comparison. So that's why I stay physical with movies. But yeah, with video games, you don't really. It's the exact same experience. I'll get physical when there's like a really cool collector's edition. That I'll get. Like Mortal Kombat, I have physical because I got the like $200 something set, the Scorpion helmet, the Scorpion mask. Just made it. Why'd you say your Saints Row live stream on private? Oh, because it's super copyright claimed. There's like 30 something copyright claims on it. So I downloaded it and I edited all the claimed parts out, and then I'm just gonna re-upload it fresh. So that'll probably be up tomorrow at some point. I have an 8 terabyte external for my PS4. It was worth it for me. And yeah, and they're not, external hard drives dropped in price vastly. Like on my Xbox, I have I think I have like I had like a 3 terabyte, and then I bought a 5 terabyte. I have them both plugged in, so I have like 8 terabytes on there plus like the 1 terabyte inside the console. I'll never run out of room on the Xbox. I just love having that like mass storage. Which is funny because think back to the PS3 days when the PS3 first came out, and you remember what the 2 launch consoles were. You had a 20 gig. Digital wasn't a thing back then, of course, but it was 20 gigs. It didn't even have Wi-Fi. To get the Wi-Fi version, you had to get the $600 console, not the $700 or not the $500 one. That one had 60 gig and it had Wi-Fi. It was awful. It was awful. But yeah, times have changed, to say the least. In the end, it all boils down to preference. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I think they should both exist. Because there's a lot of people that love digital. There's a lot of people that love physical. There's a lot of people that like both. Most people don't like streaming, though. That's what I've seen. Like, most people don't like that. Like, yeah, Google Stadia's got its fanboys. It does. It does have its fanboys already. But most people don't really. I mean, which is why it's not doing that well. It hasn't sold properly. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to stab him. I got a little bit bloodthirsty there. Just bought Scorpion's Revenge for $15 on Amazon. Oh, I love that movie. So good.
What do you want?
That movie, add like another 40 minutes to it and put it in live action, and you've got the next Mortal Kombat movie. And it'll be good. I just want to kill them all. Is that too much to ask for? I have 14 terabytes and 8 terabyte external hard drive. Good lord. But yeah, you're never going to run out of room. Ever. By the time you get close to running out, the new Xbox will be out. So.
What's gotten into you? I'm not getting involved.
Maybe throwing knives. Maybe I'll use throwing knives here. But people will still buy those 15 gigs to play PS2 games on. Yeah, I wanted to buy one a while back because mine broke. But people were charging an arm and a leg for one on eBay. I was so mad. For the launch PS2 console that was actually, or the PS3 launch console that was backwards compatible. I wish they would have kept that, but yeah, let me tell you why they didn't keep it. It wasn't for any technical reasons. They did it because they wanted you to rebuy PS2 games digitally. That's all it was. It wasn't a freaking cost-cutting measure. Come on. Can I kill him now? Let's see what it says. Hold on. Assassinate the Templar Witch. So I can kill this guy. Alright. As long as I kill him, I'm happy. I use my physical all the time, but I don't like putting the CD in, so I started using digital. Yeah, I deal with that constantly with Mortal Kombat 4. Because, like I said before, I have 2 consoles. I have the PS4 in here and then the living room. So, like, when I go out in the living room, I'm, like, in my boxers. I'm sitting on the couch late at night, ready to just, like, lay down. I click on Mortal Kombat 4 and it tells me to insert disc. And I'm like, fuck! I have to go all the way across the house to the other PS4 just to get it out and insert it. I get so mad. Yes, I'm being lazy, okay? I don't care. It's inconvenient. How dare you detect me? Same BS for PlayStation TV, costs you an arm and half a leg. Yeah, that's... I'm so pissed I'm not... I mean, I can buy one, but, like... I'm gonna spend, like, $200 or $300 on it? Like, I know I'm getting ripped off. Like, I'll be willingly getting ripped off, and I hate that. I don't even, like, have a friend that has one that I could borrow. I don't know anyone that owns one. SSD internal hard drive for the win. SSDs are a beautiful thing. But those have gone down in price pretty good too. Like over time. Where is this person? Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Here we go. It's crazy, bitch. Yeah, Drago, if I agree, Serious Sam's not gonna, it's not gonna sell well on Stadia. I'll buy it when it's off Stadia. I don't want to play it on Stadia. I don't want to give them a penny. I remember when my first 360 got the Red Ring of Death, I had a game stuck inside the disc tray. Oh man, you know, I got lucky. I got a launch 360. I never had that problem until I upgraded it, of course. But I never had that Red Ring problem. It did scratch up my Lost Planet 1 disc, though. I have, like, a circle ring on the disc because of that.
God grant me strength to snap your bones.
It's the witch. He needs tubes put in him so he doesn't have to get up to his cheese. Very true. Alright, let's kill this witch. Let's just mash square. See what happens. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to use strategy on her. Oh, and she's got minions too. It's not like the bull where I can just like cheese them. I have a PS2, PS4, and a oh, you have a PlayStation TV? See, man, I need to get one somehow without paying $300 freaking dollars. If I want to get one, I want to mod it to play the games that shouldn't be playable on it.
Keep still, heathen.
I messed up too much at the beginning. I knew I was gonna die.
God guide and protect me.
Ah! God, the counter has to be like exact for her.
Demons and I answer the challenge.
Have I ever told you guys that I hate minions in boss battles? Because if you didn't know that, I hate minions in boss battles. What kind of witch is she again? I don't know. Just a witch. She's gonna fly away to broom and shit. She's a psychotic person. That's what she is. My God.
Keep still, heathen.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop trying to hit her. I'm just gonna do counters. Cause that's damaging her too. I might have to start over though. See, I'm just gonna have to do that. Oh, you. Where is she? Ah!
The Lord speaks. His voice is near.
Oh man, I'm so close. Yes, I got her. I got lucky right there at the end.
Glory of God. I am his
The fact that Altair's struggling with hand-to-hand combat against a witch is pathetic.
executioner.
She's a witch, man. She's got some
I
skills.
fear no pain, no death.
You were a Cypriot once, a respected noblewoman. What secrets did you tell those devils?
Not without purpose do I deal in misery. By God's command, I am his instrument.
Yeah, one more hit and I would have died. That was one hit.
They have done you wrong. Forgive me for this.
That's it. Forgive me for this. Next stab. Like I've said many times, you do not attack him and survive. Escape Buffalo Castle. It's called Buffalo Castle. Find the balcony.
Memory log updated.
Like, did you not see me kill the witch? Don't challenge me. Altair struggles or Fabian. It was Altair. I'll answer that. It was him. It was all him.
There's an assassin here.
Oh shit! I can't go that way. How's she blocking your sword with her nails? Yeah, she's got some strong. She's got like vibranium, adamantium nails there. At the very least, I should have broken a couple nails with my blows. Leave me alone. Swan dive. Damn, I gotta play a Tomb Raider game on stream sometime. I want to play Tomb Raider Legend. That's probably the first one I'm gonna stream. I really enjoy that game. That was one of my favorite games on my 360 when it first came out. I played it like crazy. Like I 100%ed the hell out of that game. I even did all the time trials, which I usually hate time stuff, but I wanted to get all the achievements in that game. That was a fun one. Reminds me of the witch fight in the 13th Warrior. I've never seen that. You're saying she's Lady Deathstrike? Yeah, she's got those nails. It's the same shit.
Templar scum! Get your hands off me!
Can't stop and save civilians. Said optional. I'm just gonna keep running. Sorry, dudes. I'm on a quest. Kirenia. Oh, damn. What are you doing chasing me, man? Oh, come on. That was clearly a combo. There. Let's get the hell out of here. Retreat! God, these streets are so empty. I mean, I get it, it's a PSP, but there's like, nobody lives on Cyprus. Like, nobody's here. There's a couple chickens and a couple random people walking here and there, but that's it. Some people during the cutscenes, I guess.
What's got him in such a hurry?
There we go. By the way, thank you to the... What, 78 of you in here? Actually, let me refresh.
What drove them out? What of these artifacts?
Thank you to the 76 of you here.
Tools left behind to aid and guide us? Or do we fight for control over their refuse, giving divine purpose and meaning to little more than discarded toys?
Random people you trip over, right? That's why sometimes they gotta get killed, because they're in my way. Oh, see, look, we're a memory block. We're almost near the end of the game already. Look at this. We're on memory block 5, then 6, then 7. I think we might be able to beat this today. I think so. Well, we'll see. We'll keep going for it. Continue session. I wish Altair would get one more full game. Yeah, you know what I want?
Oracle is dead.
I want him to have a full game with the Son Duraim where they go after Genghis Khan. That's a comic book, and that's in the lore.
Relief.
And also one of the assassins. Check this out in Assassin's Creed 2. There's that room with all the statues of the assassins. Amunet was there. She was in Origins.
Though not so devout.
Darius was there. He was in Odyssey. So how about we fill in all those character stories, all the statues? The Mongolian assassin that's there, he's in the comic book with Altair and his son. And he struck the arrow on the horse that made Genghis Khan fall. So yeah, I agree. They should do another Altair game and make it the Mongols and Genghis Khan. That'd be interesting. Find the Templar commander in the merchant district. And at the same time, you're filling out all the backstories of all those statues that you see. The tombs.
He's going to hurt someone.
A lot of the comics will be during the game. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. There's so much material they can work with. That's what I'm saying. Like, Assassin's Creed story-wise, it doesn't need to end anytime soon. I wouldn't mind if they went ahead and concluded the modern day story and just stuck with fleshing out the past. Just keep doing the storylines from the past. I would love that. Alright, we gotta tail loose people. Mongolian throat singing is dope. I've heard that. Isn't that what, what is it called? That band. What's their name? I found out about them from Jedi Fallen Order. In Jedi Fallen Order, there's that, like, band that Cal listens to. And it's, like, really weird singing, and it sounds so cool. Almost alien. I think, wasn't that Mongolian, like, throat singing also? I thought that's what it was. It's like a variation of it or something. The hue, yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about.
Will be quick.
Is that what that is? Because I remember reading about that.
What was that?
It's so cool.
Security isn't free, old man. Pay up or shut down. I'll never forget your kindness, sir. Thank you.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on, man. Oh, fuck. Hate you. Hate you. I hate that they teleport me back here, too. Suck it.
My father's been murdered.
Favorite assassins are the Fry twins. I think they're back and forth funny. They were interesting. I did like their dialogue. I think each one of them individual is kind of boring, but when they're together, it's great. Yeah, it's but supposedly in Huttese. Oh yeah, it's like a Star Wars variation of that. Like the first time I heard that music they made, I was like, "Whoa, that sounds really cool." I really liked it. And I remember I YouTubed them, and yeah, it looks like it's a real group. The song's called Black Thunder, and yeah, it's throat singing mixed with modern rock. It sounds so good.
Shalim's orders. You ugly wretch. A face like yours ought to be taxed.
That's cold. A face like yours ought to be taxed. Holy shit.
Thugs, this will be quick.
I'm watching you.
Alright, now I just can't let the regular guard freaking...
I'll never
Oh, the regular
forget your
guard's not
kindness,
even
sir.
there now.
Thank you.
Of course.
Watch where you're going, son.
I think this guy isn't... I think one of the Templar leaders in this game, they're like twins or something. And you have to fight them. I want to go to ancient Roman Assassin's Creed. Well, you kind of did in Brotherhood. But if you're talking about like during the like actual Roman Empire, there's a comic book about that too. And they could totally do it as a sequel to Origins with Amunet.
You evil man! What have I ever done to you?
Get out of my way!
No!
Stop abusing the people.
I'm sorry for whatever it is. My goodness, that was close. Thank you, sir.
Oh, he stabbed him right through the dick. I'll
What's the
avenge you,
take
old man.
today, hmm?
I'll avenge you.
Not bad, Shalim. Enough to buy some wine and a bit of fun.
I like the way you think, soldier. Let's
He
go.
was going around stealing people's money and stabbing them. They deserve my blade. I hate that I have to tail them. I want to slaughter them. I want to slaughter them right now. The game's holding me back. He's jealous. He's holding me back. Star Wars reference.
Raise a mug, Shalim.
Yeah, Shalim and Shalom.
Shalim, no! Please don't!
Have your fun, man, and round up some local talent.
See, at this
for
point,
me.
like, there was no, like, gray areas with the Templars. They were all just dicks for no reason. Stop the duelists from preying on citizens.
Memory log updated.
Alright.
Don't try and be rash.
Let's go kill some fools. Let's quick sway over there.
What's got into him?
Is that what people from Cyprus are called? Cypriots? You're doomed. Yeah, what's this guy doing here? It has nothing to do with the situation. See, don't get involved in the problems of others. You're gonna get stabbed. I think a Rome game could work. There's a lot of crazy emperors that got taken out, so in the game it would be the assassins that got them, yeah. Like I said, especially if they go into the comic book universe of Assassin's Creed. There was an assassin during the Salem witch trials. I forgot his name. I think it was like Samuel or something. I probably made that up. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a comic during the Salem witch trials, and Thomas Hoddard. It's something like that. I don't remember his name. One of you guys know, I'm sure. But yeah, he was technically like a colonial assassin.
You saved me. I will be forever grateful.
Technically, most Cypriots are Greeks. The major minority on the island are Turks. Is Cyprus still around? Like, I know Cyprus is around, but is it still called Cyprus? You know, places get renamed all the time. Like, Sparta's not necessarily around.
Damn you, damn you.
This is when side quests become the main quest. They alluded to Roman Assassin's Brotherhood with the Brutus armor that you unlocked in game. Yeah, and Brutus, he's in Origins, and in the comic with Amunet. Save 2 more civilians. I gotta save 2 more belly dancers. That's what they look like. Fuck. Stop ganging up on me. Still called Cyprus its own country. I wonder if there's some kind of first civilization vault there. In this game, there's technically like the library is like a big Templar vault that supposedly has secret Templar knowledge. Also, Sparta does still exist. My father is from Sparta. Yeah, but isn't it under a different name now? Like, because there's no, like, I don't know what you would call it, like Spartan Empire still. Is the region still called Sparta, though? I've never been there. I don't know. Oh, it is still called Sparta? Man, that'd be so cool to visit. Like, although, of course, it doesn't look anything like it did back then, but, like, I know they have, like, the Statue of Leonidas and stuff. I think that'd be cool to see.
Don't you watch where you go?
I want to go where they fought the Battle of Thermopylae. Oh, you went there back in 2015, Peter? That's awesome. Got my picture taken with the giant Statue of Leonidas. That's cool, man. I need to go to that side of the world sometime. I've traveled a bit on this side of the world.
I found the assassin. He's here.
But never on the other side of the planet. How many more civilian? 1 left? Altair is quickly becoming the hero of the island, and he still can't swim. What kind of hero is that? But you know what? In his defense, he can't swim, but he could kick ass. So I'll give it to him. He'll get some points. Oh shit. Done. All civilians are rescued. Oh, look at this guy. He's hauling ass behind me. I run faster than him, too. Altair can't swim. He can kick ass, but he's a marathon champion, see? He's a marathon runner. He doesn't have a stamina meter. He could run forever. Where the hell am I going?
Here he is.
Not sure, but I do know Cypress Hill was insane in the membrane. We had a theme park here in Florida, which I use that word loosely. It shut down a couple years ago. There's a theme park called Cypress Gardens. Oh my god, it was so boring. I think I went once when I was a kid. But of course it shut down, because here you have like Universal and Disney and shit. And then you had Cypress Gardens, which was just like... It's like a botanical garden. You just look at like flowers and shit. It's so boring. But yeah, it closed down. Near the end of its life, they were trying to do like rides. They had like a roller coaster there or something, but you can't compete with the other theme parks in this area. No way. Oh, I just killed a citizen accidentally. I mean, he was in my way, to be fair. Self-defense. Find Marcos in the Kyrenia market.
Careful. Get away from me.
Most historians consider Commodus to be the worst Roman emperor ever. Commodus, wasn't he the bad guy in, he was the bad guy in Gladiator, right? Wasn't he Joaquin Phoenix? He was Commodus, wasn't he? Commodore, 64. Yeah, he was. Yeah, man, Gladiator. That was such a good damn movie. I love Gladiator. I wonder... I don't know how this would ever work, but I know there were talks of a sequel a while back. I wonder if that's still happening.
Watch where you're going.
Like, Russell Crowe was supposed to come back with and everything, but, like, how do you do that without it being some kind of prequel? You can't. He dies at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, but the movie's been out forever.
I just watched him tear through a brothel like a feral dog.
He does that every week.
No respect.
And he didn't really murder his father.
I need to get closer.
You weren't there.
If he's as
Maybe he
stupid as he
did.
is brash, I
You don't
may be
know.
able to get some secrets out of him.
Speak to one of the monks near the cathedral. Shalim's way.
Yeah, they're still doing the sequel? I don't understand how that'll
It's
work.
worth a try. Any sign of Maria?
No, none at all. I do hope she's safe.
If she's safe,
Then Russell Crowe died? He died, yeah. Unless they do some crazy, like, Scarface the video game shit, and he didn't. Music is killing me, or Kryptonite. The sister's son was going to be Russell's son? So is Kurt Russell supposed to be in the... Because I heard he was supposed to be in the movie, but I don't know how he could be in it. Learn more about the Templar Commander. Find the leader of the Scholar.
Updated.
Do you think he's being chased by something?
Unless Russell Crowe comes back as, like, a ghost rider. Like a ancient Roman ghost rider, spirit searching for revenge. I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
Assassin! Kill him!
Let me get out of here. Okay, I'm trying to leave. I'm not trying to actively battle these men. Writing to memory stick.
Does it not trouble you, brother, to suffer the sins of such a vile man as Shalim?
It does, but to oppose him would
I like
mean
that they
death.
made
The Templars have
Altier's
too much
accent
at
Middle
stake
Eastern
here.
instead
mean
of
the
just
archive?
Desmond.
Can you tell me where it is?
It looks a little
We can
different.
speak about this later.
Men and women of
He looks like
Cyprus.
polygons.
Armand Bouchard sends his blessing, but with a stern provision that all who foment disorder by their support of the resistance will be caught and punished.
There are graphics in
Those
the way
who
I
seek
can't see.
order and harmony and pay obeisance to the Lord.
Look at
through
this
good
angle.
work, will enjoy Bouchard's charity. Now, let us work together as brothers to rebuild what hate.
Favorite
and
independent
anger
comic series?
have torn
I
down.
don't really read any independent ones, to be honest. Like I read the like the big stuff,
He's quite charitable
like
this
AAA
morning.
stuff.
Paying penance for his guilty conscience?
I've heard there's a lot of good indie comics though. Oh, look at that! Someone's about to get crushed. He had plenty of time to move. Pursue the mysterious figure. Oh, wait, maybe this was the traitor. I remember something about an assassin traitor here. I see you. Oh, wait a minute.
Where is he going?
He moves like an assassin.
Seems to be in a hurry.
Search for any clues where he was last seen. Alright, let me start off with that big-ass red mark on my map telling me exactly where to go. Could he be there? Alright. Speak with Marcos in the Corania Market.
Damn you.
Get away from me.
Shit.
Here he is.
Stop. Wouldn't the Assassin's Creed comics count? I don't. Would those be independent though? Because that, I mean, they're made by Titan I don't know. What would you consider independent? When I think independent comics, I think of like for example, my local comic book store. There's a comic, I forgot what it was called, like The Ant or something like that. That well, I don't know if he still works there. A guy used to work there that actually he wrote that comic, drew it, illustrated himself. Like it's just him, but he was able to get it published. Like that's what I think of an indie comic. But like, I think with Assassin's Creed, like the Titan comics, I feel like that's pretty big. I don't know if I consider that independent. So I guess it would depend on your definition. How are you recording PSP gameplay? Emulator. PPSSPP.
Away from me.
Like I always preach about, the magic of emulation.
I wonder where he's off to. Careful.
Ah, here we go.
Altair, back so soon?
The Bull's son has a confused strategy for Cyprus. Abusing the population one day, and giving to charity the next.
Damn, I want a
That's how the
Popeye sandwich for
Templars
some
keep
reason.
us docile, building churches and giving to charity.
I need to catch Shalim when he's alone.
You might try the harbor. Shalim likes to idle there whenever a ship full of exotic consorts arrives.
To me, independent means not Marvel or DC. Okay. Well, if not Marvel or DC, then yeah, Assassin's Creed Comics account. That's Titan Comics. And then IDW does the, they still do the Ninja Turtles one, right? I think that's still going, isn't it? I've heard, I need to read those. I've heard the Ninja Turtle IDW comics are fantastic. Oh, and then they got the Ghostbusters and Transformers crossover I never read. And Terminator, I made Terminator and Transformers. I gotta read that. Shit, maybe I'll make a video on that sometime. Please leave me alone. Every time I'm not trying to fight them, like, they keep coming at me. IDW, oh yeah, I know that IDW does Sonic. I never really got into reading the Sonic ones. I read the Sonic ones back in the day when, I think, what was it? It wasn't, I know Archie Comics did them, but I think before that, I want to say Valiant, but I don't think so. I know Valiant was doing Nintendo. And then Valiant had a lot of cool Nintendo comics, like Metroid. They even had Mario comics. It was awesome. They had a comic, when I was a kid, they had a comic for like everything.
Ah, there you are, Maria. Clever lady, or damned foolish.
Maria.
If any of those guards stop her palanquin, they may recognize her. I'd better clear the path ahead.
IDW Turtle Comics killed Donatello. That was forever ago, wasn't it? Like, didn't they bring him back already? I thought they already resurrected him. Didn't they bring him back in the body of a metalhead or something? I don't remember. I haven't read it myself. I heard about it on the internet. I read about it, but you can't keep him dead. You can't. Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna lose because I can't climb properly. Okay, here we go. Now we're set. She's going through the magical portal. He's back as normal, Donatello. Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, you can't. But did they ever transfer him in like the body of Metalhead? I remember didn't they put him in a robot body or something? That I read that somewhere. Kind of want to stream Mutants in Manhattan sometime. Although I didn't really like that game, but I've been getting the itch to play like some of the newer Turtles games.
Damn you! Step aside! Step aside!
I'm gonna fail. Oh, you fucker. Yeah, I failed. Isn't there a female Ninja Turtle now? Yeah, she's yellow, right? I mean, like the bandana color, I mean. Isn't she a foot soldier? I think a foot soldier turned into a turtle. Surprise! Alright, I got plenty of time left. I do like these missions where you like race against time to assassinate targets. Stark, welcome. This looks a lot better than expected. Yeah, this is a good game. I like this one. It's no Altair's Chronicles. This is a good one. This is Bloodlines. Far above Altair's Chronicles. That game is shit. There's that man. Oh shit. Did I fail? Oh, it's timed. I gotta get back there. ASAP. Damn it, I think I took him the long way. No! Venus Demila? Is that her name? Oh no, that was the one from that new live action show, right? That shitting on? No, there's another female Ninja Turtle. I don't think they called her that. She was a spy and got a blood transfusion with Leo, and that turns her into a monster turtle. Of course. Of course. How are the controls? They feel fine. Yeah, the controls are really good. Keep in mind, I'm not playing on a PSP. I've got everything mapped to an actual PlayStation 2 controller. So it's better, but...
Why would anyone want to do that?
It feels good. They're very responsive.
What do you want to?
Feels about as good as the first game. I'll say that.
What way you're going?
IDW also has Godzilla. They have Godzilla comics? Oh yeah, King Kong vs. Godzilla got officially rated PG-13. No surprise there, but I didn't expect anything below or above a PG-13 rating. That better have killed him. Oh, I don't think it did. It didn't kill him. Isn't blood transfusion how She-Hulk became Hulk? Yeah, it's it's a go-to plot device. Okay, don't you see I only have 20 seconds? Don't you see that? I'm not gonna make it. Wait, maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Don't trip. I made it. Oops. Get out of the way, civilians. You're not my targets. Please. That music. That music. I'm hearing it now over and over. At least it's a good game though. That music combined with a shitty game, that's what makes it a horrible experience. Jenica is the foot soldier that was a spy for the TMNT, and she got injured to become the 5th turtle. So is she like permanently a turtle now? That sucks. Mona Lisa is that alien frog chick Raph falls in love with in the Nickelodeon cartoon. I don't think I know who that is. I didn't watch that one all that much. Yes. Escort missions. I always find myself embroiled in these escort missions somehow. At least this one's not horrible. Shit. Here we go. Here we go. The shields in this game really are worthless. Like, for the bad guys. Like, they don't really take any effort to kill them. As long as you hit square at the right time, you'll beat them every time. I'm not complaining, I'm complimenting. I'm quite alright with such a thing. You tried watching Avatar: Last Airbender? I have the show. One of my friends bought me the whole set, and I haven't watched it, but I own it. He was harassing me to watch it, and I'm really stubborn when it comes to new shows. It just takes me forever to watch stuff. So he just like bought the whole thing for me. And so one day, I highly recommend reading Godzilla in Hell. That sounds awesome. Does he team up with Doomslayer? Oh, I gotta kill that dude. Oh, I gotta kill this one too. They're running away from me like pansies, though. Don't you ever run away from me. You remember the Mondo Gecko character? Mondo Gecko, no. But for Ninja Turtles? I don't remember a Gecko. Ninja Turtle has so many crazy characters that popped up in the comics. Like, what's the shark's name? Like Shark, some Armageddon. The Shark, I thought he was cool, and he's in the Mutants of Manhattan game. And the Rat King, I thought was cool. I had a Rat King toy, and he had his like sewer vehicle, and they used to like squirt water or something. Mondo. Oh, the skateboarding lizard. I know exact. When you said skateboarding lizard, the image instantly popped in my head. I know exactly who that is. I was like, Ground Chuck. He was the bull. Is this game meant for kids? It looks to be so easy. I mean, it's Assassin's Creed. None of them are meant for kids. This one is very easy, though. I promise you. The upgrades you get make Altair so strong that it makes him, like... I mean, you still die every once in a while, but most of the enemies are very easy to kill. My sword was floating for a second. I love it if Fabian refuses to watch it. Wait, what? Oh, Vampire Hunter D. I'm not refusing to watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, alright? I will, at some point, I will watch it. At some point. I need to get out of my way, because I have a job to do. And you will be destroyed. You're not part of the plan. Oh wait, I could stealth kill these dudes. It's funny, I went to a local comic book store with the intention of buying an Iron Man shirt. I ended up buying it along with an Iron Studios Doctor Strange statue down the rabbit hole. Oh, I know that feeling. That's why I only go to my comic store when they're running like back issue sales. Because every time I go there, I find all kinds of shit that I wasn't planning on buying, and I'll walk out with like a bag full of stuff that I don't need. So yeah, I know that feeling. So my fiance's always like, every time she convinces me not to buy something, like she can't argue with me. Because she's always like, you don't need that stuff. And I'm like, I want it, therefore I need it. It's a direct cause and effect. I want something, therefore I need it. It makes sense to me. The mathematical formula makes perfect sense. I think I'm on the right way. Yeah, this is it. Keep going this way. I'm stuck. Oh my god, I thought the game made me stuck. I was about to get pissed off. I had a stuffed shell Michelangelo toy. Stuffed shell? Was that the sting? Wasn't there a stingray? Or am I there was a stingray, right? What was his name? Ray, something Ray. Damn, I can't remember his name.
He's here!
Excuse me. Whenever I go to comic book stores kill time, I end up leaving with $200 worth of Funko toys. No, I know that feeling too. Those Funkos are, I mean, as you can see behind me, I like buying those. The dangerous thing about those is that everything you like probably has a Funko series. And on top of that, they're always like, buy one, get one free. Buy two, get one half off. Like, there's always sales going on for those things at various stores, so it's incredibly dangerous. It truly is a black hole. And now they got those, like, ducks. Have you guys seen those duck ones they have? They have, like, Resident Evil and Doom ducks. I can't buy those, because once I start, I'm going to want them all. Those are so stupid and pointless, but they look so cool. Especially, like, the Chris Redfield duck. I want those so bad. But it's a dangerous collection, man. It's a dangerous collection. Low Ray? Was it Low? That doesn't sound familiar. Low Ray. And then whenever she needs something, she has to have it. I don't know. I don't know if it works like that. I gotta just see. I'm the spender. Like she's the one that. Well, you know. No, hold on. Let me take that back. I'm the one that likes buying a bunch of like expensive stuff. Like I'll randomly, like, when I have the extra money available, I'll just randomly buy like a $60 game because I want to play it. But yeah, she likes shopping too. But she'll go to like Dollar General or Ross and come home with a bunch of shit. But in her defense, it's always way less money than I like to spend when I go on a spree at like a game store or like a Funko Pops. I can never get how some people want $1,000 purse. Oh no, hell no, that's ridiculous. I can't. See, I don't understand that. Like, there's this. Oh man, it was from a couple years back. There's a story of like some, like, I think she was like 18 or 19, some girl that won the lotto or like the Powerball or some shit. She won a ton of money, like millions, and she went bankrupt like 2 or 3 years later. She bought like $10,000 purse, just all kinds of bullshit. Like, oh my god, if you become a millionaire, like, and you waste it all on just like stupid shit like clothes and purses, like, you should have never become a millionaire. Like, you know how shitty that feeling has to be, like, afterwards, sitting there like bankrupt, realizing that you had a couple $1 million. Like, it's like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. I wouldn't even be able to imagine how that feels. Hell no. Hell no. If by some miracle I ever become a millionaire, which, yeah, doing YouTube, that ain't gonna happen. But if it did by some miracle, shit, I would not live in a fucking $9 million house in LA. I'd be humble, you know, have a decent sized house with things that I need. You know, you'd splurge here and there, but some people go nuts, man, when they get money. I'd invest half of it. Like, get a money manager and let my money grow, you know? People don't think like that. People just think like instant gratification, go out and spend it all on bullshit. I think you have to grow up not having money before you can really appreciate, you know, what it's like having a couple $1 million.
Oh? Is it true what I've heard? That the Templars wish to use the Apple of Eden for ill? Not to enlighten the people, but to subdue them?
Nope, they lied to you.
People are confused, Maria. They're lambs begging to be led.
She thought they were using Apple of Eden to enlighten
Simple
people.
lives, free of worry.
But our order was created to protect the people, not
Never
rob
like
them of
Funko
their
Pops.
liberty.
Show me Marvel Legends, and now the Power Rangers. Oh, I buy those too.
Liberty, Maria.
It's dangerous.
Order, nothing more.
I have a couple on my wall over there off camera.
Or enslavement.
I've got Whirlwind and Classic
call it
Hawkeye.
whatever you like, my dear.
I used to have a lot more.
Assassin!
Apologies, Shalim. I let myself in.
You're looking
He
for
just busted
Shalim,
in there.
eh? I'm sure my brother would be happy to
Yeah,
join.
these are the twins I was talking about. That's what happens when poor people that are only poor because they live outside their means
and 2 of us
to win the lottery. Yeah. It's sad to see, man, because, like, there's people out there actually deserving of having money that would actually manage it appropriately and use it for some kind of good. And then you have these people that want to live these, like, superfluous lives and just spend it all on like, fast cars and clothes. It's just, I don't know. I can't. I think once you get older, you realize, like, the actual value of money. Like, that shit doesn't grow on trees.
Does this rodent scare you, Shahar? We'll kill you first, and then the bird.
You fucking asshole. Oh, you're a dick, man. May need some more upgrades. Alright, I'm just gonna have to counter them. Come at me. I can't see. The wall's blocking. I need to get away from this corner. What are you doing?
He is crafty, brother.
Idiot.
But his tricks are old and tired.
At least my health went back up. What is he doing? He's showing off like a bunch of ninja skills and he's still getting killed. Alright, I'm just gonna hit square. Screw it. No fanciness required. Oh, my dog's harassing me to be let out. Oh man, the second I stood up I had to pee really bad. Might have to do chair stream in a minute. If I had $1 million, I'd buy an NES, NES, N64, PS3, and PSP. You'd have some of that money left over still. Escape Pursuiter returns to the safe house.
Updated.
Like seriously, like I said, I don't understand the whole like buying expensive clothes thing. Man, I wear like a freaking like nerdy video game shirt, cargo shorts, and sandals most days. I don't care. Like, I just want to be comfortable. I don't need to play dress up to be impressing people. You should look through the older IDW Godzilla comics. They're crazy. Even took down the entire Greek pantheon. I believe that. Godzilla? Yeah, of course he did.
Death to the assassin!
The hell? It looked like the assassin logo was moving around. Come anonymous. Zelda again or Broly? No, Zelda. I can't have him in here when I stream. He since he's a puppy, like he's oh shit, he's like 9 months now. Hold on. He was born like September, October, November, March, April, May, June. Yeah, he's like 8 months old, 8 or 9 months old. He I can't have him in here when I stream. He wants my attention way too much. He's super attached to me, so like if he's in here with me, you'll just constantly see me like pushing him away. Because his head will be up here, and he'll be like scratching my arm, trying to get my attention and barking, and I can't have him in here while I stream at all. Like he would not leave me in peace.
It's happening.
My other dog, she just lays by my feet and she'll just go to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours.
Karinia will be free. Maybe all of Cyprus.
Stay cautious. They wouldn't leave their archive undefended.
See, I would invest first my money, get what I need, help the needy, then get what I want. As you should. If I had $1 million, I'd take an expensive vacation.
Thank you, Marcos. You have served your country well.
If I won the lottery, I'd honestly use it to pay off my mortgage and credit card. See, that's an intelligent use of money. Like, no one's saying you can't splurge, but when you get to the point when you're only splurging...
I remember my moment of weakness.
Yeah, you're
my
done.
Confidence shaken by Al-Mualim's words. He, who had been like a father, was revealed to be my greatest enemy.
Yeah, but you're from Florida. That's how you blend in dressing like that. Hell yeah, man.
To creep into my mind with his device. But I vanquished his phantoms, restored my self-confidence, and sent him from this world.
Memory Memory log updated.
If I had $1 million, spend $1 grand on a PC and other equipment to help me create better content on YouTube, and for us deposit in the bank account. If you had $1 million, you could easily spend way more than $1 grand on a good PC. That's where you should splurge a little. I'll see, we're in 6, and then 7's the final one. Yeah, we'll beat this today, I'm pretty sure. Damn, I need more for that. Health upgrade. Fabi doesn't care for fashion shirts and high-end clothing. He prefers to spend his money on statues and figures like I do. Damn right. In all seriousness, I love wearing Cole Haan shoes. I have no idea what those are. They look great and feel great. Yeah, like I said, I just wear sandals. Like, right now, actually, I'm barefoot. But, in front of me, I have, like, dollar store sandals that my fiance bought me, like, a week ago. That were literally, like, $1 because my other sandals broke. Like, that's it. Like, I'm a simple man with simple taste. Give me dollar sandals. That's all I care about. Don't forget to donate some of that money to his channel. If you get $1 million, yeah, you can throw some my way. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to climb. I'm just trying to parkour. If I had $1 million, I'd mostly spend it on video games and toys. I would buy a house. That's the first thing I think I would do. Because, like, we rent right now, and, like, there's so much stuff. Like, this is the thing. I think I was talking to the Wizard Gamers about this the other day on Twitter, but, like, there's so much stuff I want to do to my house. Like, even just, like, you know, regular house stuff. Like, there's these fucking, like, bushy, like, big bush trees. They're like bushes and trees fused. I don't know what they're called. But they're, like, on the side of the house. The freaking HOA is always bothering us, sending us letters that we have to trim them. I just want to cut that shit down. Like, I just want to take a chainsaw and cut that shit down. I can't do it because we rent. And when you rent, you can't do a damn thing without approval. So, like, I would buy a house first so I can do whatever the hell I want. If I want to grab a chainsaw and cut a tree down, I'm going to cut a tree down. But I can't do that. So that's the first thing I would do. Buy a house that I own. Here's the way I see it: $1 sandals and a $250 figure, money well spent. Absolutely, I agree with that.
Working with Bouchard all this time?
I was about to ask the same of you, Alexander. I overheard Bouchard mention your name. He delivered a package to you, did he not?
Yes, the head of poor Barnabas in a burlap sack.
You kept it.
This was not the man who met me in Karenia.
What?
The real Barnabas had been murdered before I arrived.
Shit.
Replaced by a Templar agent who did a good deal of damage before vanishing.
God help us. The Templars have been equally brutal here, with captains roaming the market, the ports.
Me and my brother wear t-shirts and shorts around the house even during fall and winter. Yeah, here in Florida, that's most of the year. Our winters are weird because we don't
expel them from Limassol
too.
You're right.
October through December, like, you'll have
Templar propaganda has turned some of
maybe
my
a
men
handful of
against
cold
you.
days, and that's
Most
it.
Others are wary.
Otherwise, it's pretty warm. But then, like, randomly in, like, March or April, you have, like, a week where it's just freezing for no reason. It's weird. Like I always say about Florida, it's ass backwards for everything. It's ass backwards for politics. It's ass backwards for weather. It's ass backwards for everything. Alright, see you later, Stark.
I'm watching you. I found him!
I would fund a remake of this game. That might take more than $1 million. Game development's expensive. Well, maybe not $1 million, but find the pirate captain on the ship in the port. Will do. Although these sons of bitches are trying to fight me when I'm not trying to get in any battles. Since when isn't politics ass backwards? Good point. But especially in Florida. Like, you'll see the rest of the country doing something, and Florida will be like, no, we will do it the Florida way. Like COVID-19? Oh my god, Florida. I mean, not that it matters now, in all honesty, with all the protests going around. My god, like, we are going to have a COVID explosion, probably. It's kind of unavoidable, I understand, but yeah, it's... I feel like 2 to 3 weeks from now, we're going to see a big explosion of COVID. 2020 has been crazy, man. It's like one thing happens, and then another thing happens, and then while those two things are happening, here's two more. Like, it's... 2020 has been insane. Kiss my ass. I don't have to fight anyone. I just have to make it to the red point. See? Here we go. Assholes. Oh no! Wait. I wasn't ready for combat. Is that the captain? I'm the captain now. What the hell is going on? I want to get out of New York when I have the money. It's hell here. Did you guys ever in New York, you guys never reopened, did you? Like, weren't you guys, like, starting to reopen? Florida reopened the second. Well, the governor of Florida, man, he reopened. Like, right when the government was like, oh, states should reopen slowly. Here's the different phases you're going to go through. Make sure you open safely and slowly. Florida was like, no, we're just gonna open. Everyone go get your haircuts. That's what happened. And mind you, being a lifelong Floridian, I can tell you, most people here weren't happy about it. Most people were like, what the fuck are we doing? But like I said, with the protests going on now and stuff, which again, I understand, but just the effect of that, like, opening or closing a state's not going to matter at this point. There's people everywhere, all over the country. So it's probably going to spread again. The Templar, the world is going mad. Yeah, it's...
Kill the assassin!
I'm optimistic, though. One thing I could say is I think with all the craziness going on now, it is going to end with the world being a better place. I confidently do believe that. The world's always going to have its problems, but I think everything going on now, if there's going to be a bright side, it's the fact that once everything's over, it is going to be better. Unfortunately, horrible shit had to happen first, but you know, you got to have some kind of hope for the future. Person's running away, and I fucking waste time.
Get away from me.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no. You know how I feel about people running away from me. Come here. Find the port watchman. You have way too much optimism. Hey, maybe. I could be wrong. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see what the, what Planet Earth the sequel brings. Assassin's Creed on the DS is usually the worst AC game ever. Oh yeah, I'm well aware of that. Everyone on this channel is well of that. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole because it's so bad. Yep. Nothing that you're saying is incorrect. It's a terrible... I haven't played it myself. I've heard that the mobile phone version of iOS is... I don't have an iPhone. I know there's an Android download you could get, but... I've heard the mobile phone version is better because it's got updated graphics and voice acting. So, I don't know. I don't care to find out, to be honest.
Somebody help me!
I'm so sour with that game that I don't care. Alright, I'm about to knock this bitch out. Here we go. Do I have to do an undetected?
Yeah, I just got in yesterday. I'd rather be at sea than idling.
Things will get worse before they get better, but they will get better. Yeah, I mean, that's history. That's what's happened through all human history. I just hope that we don't live in a future that is Demolition Man. Excuse me, but all Taco Bells being restaurants, I would not mind that. I would not mind that at all. Then again, I'll probably get tired of Taco Bell. I'll hate myself. I'll probably go underground and join the rebellion where they have like rat burgers. I don't think you can still download it officially. No, you can't. But there's you can download like the shit. You download the APK file online and get it to run on like Android emulators and stuff. Which I haven't even tried that. Like I said, I don't care to. One day I'll try it for some reason.
Please, somebody help me!
And we still have half the year left. Yes, we do.
Yeah, just
yes, we do.
Yesterday. I'd rather be at sea than idling.
Anyone else think that we might be attacked by lizard men next, given how weird things have been? Nothing would surprise me. In all honesty, like, I'm going to turn on the news tomorrow, and they're going to be like, oh, spacecraft has appeared over Washington, D.C. It's shooting lasers at the White House. I would just be like, I mean, natural progression. I'm not shocked. I'll be like, of course there's a UFO shooting lasers at the White House. I've seen this movie. And then Godzilla appears the week after. I'll be like, oh, there you go. Oh, there's Dracula. Castlevania just appeared in the clouds. Like, what else is going to happen in 2020? Nothing will be surprising anymore. I will never live in Demolition Man. I need meat. Hey, like I said, you can go to the sewers. They have the rat burgers. That's meat. And according to John Spartan in that movie, he said it's the best burger he's had in a while. So it tasted good. And they had beer. I'm scared how much Demo Man 2 will prophesize about the future. Yeah, who knows? Demo Man 2. That movie is going to be weird. I want them to just go crazy on that movie. Oh, wait a minute. He's alone. Excuse me, sir. I need to punch you in the face.
I have a message for Aman Bouchard. Has he come?
If all I could eat was Taco Bell, I'd go sick of today.
Say, but he'd do well to avoid this place. We had some awful murders here last night.
Who was killed? Templars?
No. A couple of my men working the docks. Cut down where they stood. It was so dark. Nobody saw a thing.
Turns on use aliens turned out to be actually demons.
A
Doomslayer.
Damn Templar sergeant. But you won't find him here if you're looking.
I am.
He's over by the cathedral today, praying for his
Are we sure 2020 isn't the year of the apocalypse because it feels like it? I find myself saying that every year though. So I don't know. Let's just agree that this year's lost to us. And let's see what 2021 brings. Like, I'll see you guys in 2021.
I found the assassin. He's here.
Oh, fuck away from me. I got nothing to do with you guys. I'm on a mission, son.
Please, somebody help me.
Optional. Save civilian. Nope. Optional means I don't have to do it. 2020 is election year too. Yeah, man. It's after all the world calms down from what's going on now, the next big conflict point is going to be the election. I'm not even going to get into that, but no matter what happens this election, there's going to be chaos right after, at least for a good couple months afterwards, or maybe even weeks. I don't know. There's going to be chaos no matter how it goes. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I mean, NASA's seen an asteroid heading towards Earth. Hey, you know what though? We still got Bruce Willis. All right. I've seen Armageddon. We still have Bruce Willis. Crazy year, man. Shit, you know it, Goblin. It's been nuts. Everyone. John Spartan was in cryostasis for like 30 years, so obviously it was the best burger he had in a while. Hey, but he ate the whole thing. He liked it. Just saying, you never know. You never know. Don't knock it till you try it. It was like some premium blend. It's a trap!
Feeling brave, are we?
Just gonna roll with the punches. Whatever happens, happens. That's all you can really do. All you can really do is, if you decide to vote, vote. And then just see what happens. That's all we can do as citizens of the country. As we were saying, hey, Why can't I punch him? Oh, shit. Oh, this piece of shit. I didn't realize there was a dude up here shooting arrows. His penis wrinkles up here just firing little arrows at me. Get out of here.
You cower like a man racked with a guilty conscience.
You're getting desperate, assassin. Attacking us blindly.
Once I start hearing horns in the sky, then I'll start to worry. We're probably going to hear lasers soon.
And murder 2 good men in
the Covenant's going to be glassing the planet.
My work.
We need Master Chief.
There. Go pester Demetrius.
Will you ever review the RoboCop movies? I have. I have RoboCop 1 and 2. I haven't gotten to 3 yet, but I have RoboCop 1 and 2. It's got its own playlist. I have a RoboCop movies playlist.
But he's been a useful ally in this operation.
I love what Altier does in this game. Like, everyone he like talks to, he's like, okay, stab.
Company he keeps.
After he has a whole conversation. Infiltrate Dimitri's home.
Log updated.
What are you up to?
Run. We need Doom Guy. Worst case scenario, COVID victims turned into Nemesis and Xenomorph. I don't know why I just thought of The Walking Dead when you said that. I've always said that, like... I was talking to my fiance the other day about this, because like, we were talking about, like, in our opinion... We've been watching Walking Dead since it started. Which, honestly, neither of us really liked the last couple of seasons. I think the show's really turned for the worse. I don't really find it interesting, but we still watch it. But I always said, like, it's already so different from the comics, why not just go crazy, you know? Like, instead of having zombies, why not have, like, the virus evolving, and then you have, like, you know, like, the zombies start getting intelligent, or even, like, it starts spreading to animals. So, like, you have wildlife now that's zombified, like, real Resident Evil shit, you know? I think that'd be interesting for The Walking Dead. I kind of wish they did that, but I guess they don't want to stray too far from the comics, but you can argue that they already kind of have. I want zombie animals, damn it. Having watched most of the stream, I agree this game doesn't seem so bad, but I'm about to go to bed. So have a good night. Alright, Dragon Force, no worries. It's funny because I've been going to sleep to your timeline videos. I appreciate that. Has my voice been putting you to sleep? In a relaxed state. Where is this person? Alright, hold on. I gotta fight my way out of this shit. Wow, okay, they're just taking turns, man. What about the RoboCop TV show? I haven't reviewed that yet. I used to watch that show, actually. When I was a kid, I used to like it. They had a live action show, and they had the cartoon series. Both of which I liked. I wonder how well that show still holds up. That might be a review sometime. What is it called? Alpha Protocol or something? God, I forgot about that show. I haven't seen that in forever. Have less plagas in Walking Dead. Yeah, that's what I mean. Do something crazy. Mix it up. Who am I beating up? Oh. Why can't I go in? Wow, it took me forever to just be able to get in there.
Oh, my lovelies. Spare an old man from his paltry imagination and let me gaze upon the reality of your
I was listening to your Castlevania Resident Evil timeline to sleep. Gives me creative dreams. Nice.
Huh?
They had like 3 live action shows. Yeah, I think. I don't remember how it worked. I don't remember if they were just episodes or they were actual different series. But I remember watching
one of your clients. Killer.
What makes you think I know where to find such a man? I deal in textiles, not cutthroats.
Then what am I to make of the rumor that Bouchard hired you to sneak in
Prime Directives and it wasn't that good? It probably wasn't. I remember liking it, but I also remember liking the He-Man movie, and when I watched it as an adult, I thought it was so boring.
Ladies,
so it's probably just nostalgia.
Please stop! What is it you want? I'll tell you everything!
There's a website called Kiss Cartoon that literally has every cartoon you can imagine. I gotta check that out.
Templar cutthroat. It was he who paid me to... Oh!
Mystery assassin. This guy's a professional killer. Have you ever read Kamen Rider Dragon Knight? Oh no, see, I did when I was a kid, but when I was a kid in the early 90s, us kids, we didn't know it as Kamen Rider. Over here, when it came out, they like Americanized it, and it was called The Masked Rider. That's how I knew it growing up, was The Masked Rider. I watched that for a bit. We got it over here around the time of Beetleborgs. Anyone remember Beetleborgs? And they had like a Joker clown with them. That was like their Alfred. It was big bad Beetleborgs. It was probably shit. I remember it fondly, but like I said, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. You're fucking kidding me. Then we had VR Troopers. I used to like that too. We are VR. So I mixed up mac and cheese and Salisbury steak. Sounds good. Isaac, welcome.
A note from Alexander.
Would Sephiroth's theme be 2020's official theme? Probably. That wouldn't be inaccurate.
But it would be wise to be cautious.
I remember Beetleborg. Hell yeah, man. Big bad Beetleborgs. I used to watch all that shit. Like sitting in like my Super Mario Brothers whitey tighties Saturday mornings, eating my freaking Cookie Crisp, watching whatever the hell I was being exposed to. Also, Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. I was hooked to that shit. It's a rated R or rated mature game. Actually, M rating wasn't around then. It was 17 up, I think it was. I don't think it was M rating because they had K through A. Maybe it was M rating. But yeah, that show. There were some surprisingly like brutal moments in that Mortal Kombat series. In my Shang Tsung video, I actually show one of the clips. Like they show Liu Kang kill Shang Tsung, and you see him like turn into a skeleton. And I was, oh my god, it's a children's series. I read an Infinite Crisis from DC. I'm well aware of the story, but I've never actually sat there and read it. Shit. The new Power Rangers is crap. I stopped watching it when Turbo happened. I have not kept up with Power Rangers at all. Like when Turbo happened, I was already getting kind of out of it. But the original ones, man, that was my jam. Like I love the original Power Rangers. You remember tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills? What the hell is that? No, not at all, actually. I don't know what that is. Was that like a series or like a cartoon, or was it live action?
Alexander.
A friend of yours?
You. I didn't catch your name.
What did I tell you in Kyrenia? Was it Barnabas?
There's the traitor.
MK Defenders of the Realm had so much wasted potential. Yeah, it was funny though that it was. They had like their own little like team that would go fight Outworld characters. Like you had Nightwolf. He was like the little technician on the computer. I was like, Nightwolf was not a tech expert.
For your misery.
Oh, but he was the Apple of Eden.
Man to poison the resistance against itself. Go from this place and rally your men. Cyprus will be yours once again.
See, I gotta say, he used the apple for good this time, but that's a power you gotta be careful with.
Quite a toy you have there.
That can make a man go power hungry.
Mind if I borrow it?
After that guy was such a threat, like he's done.
So, you had it all along.
And now you see what kind of weapon it could be in the wrong hands.
I don't know that I'd call yours the right hands.
No, quite right. I will destroy it.
I like the story. This game did have a good story. Again, why it's better than Altair's Chronicles. The story in Altair's Chronicles didn't get good until the very end of the game. Everything else was just a bore. And even saying the word good is debatable. It got semi-interesting, I guess the correct terminology is. I wonder if anyone remembers Wildcats and Spawn cartoon. Oh yeah, absolutely. I used to watch that all the time. And Wildcats, when I was a kid, I watched that cartoon. I didn't know at the time it was based off a comic book. I just thought it was a cool superhero cartoon. I used to watch SWAT Cats also. SWAT Cats was the shit. And DuckTales, that was cool. Like, there's so many cartoons I used to watch. That's like kids nowadays, like, I watch what my kids have, like, to watch, and, I don't know, kids shows suck now. They really do. I know I'm not the target audience for children's shows now, but, like, the stuff kids has now, like, the stuff we had in the early 90s just seems like it was so much better. Like, we had, like, X-Men and Batman the Animated Series, stuff that had good storylines, and, like, it was just really well done. Now, it's all shit now. It's all shit. I need health. Real bad. Fuck. Oh, no! Please! No, don't gangbang me. Alright. Oh! Gotta do it again. 80s and 90s cartoons are legendary for sure. I've actually been watching all of, because I got the Blu-ray set, I've been watching all of Batman Beyond. So good. I love that show. You know what show sucked, though? I didn't remember the sequel Spider-Man series. There was a sequel to the animated series, which, by the way, the last episode never got resolved of Spider-Man. But besides that, they had a sequel series called Spider-Man Unlimited, where Spider-Man goes on a rocket with like Venom and Carnage, and they go to a different planet where it's like animal people that live there. That show was so boring. I don't think it lasted more than a season, if I'm not mistaken. But I did not like that one. I always, even as a kid, I thought it was boring as shit. Okay, let me. I gotta get out of the situation. There we go. The good kid shows now are few and far between. Yeah, it's... I don't know. They're, like, designed to be, like... I feel like kid shows now are designed to be, like, very, like, random and dumb. Like, there's no... Like I mentioned, like, the 90s shows, we had, like, Batman and X-Men, like, shows that actually... They were children's animated cartoons, but they actually had good writing. There was actually good writing. There were storylines, life lessons, like... There was stuff in there that was just really well done, and now it's just like random bright colors and funny noises. Like I mean, maybe not everything out there, but most of the stuff I'm seeing is just really dumbed down for kids nowadays. "25 enemies defeated." Alright, let me get the hell out of here. Only decent cartoons these days are Netflix originals. Yeah, I actually, which one was it? Voltron. I need to catch up on that. I'm like 4 seasons behind on that show. I know it's done now, but, Voltron's one I really like. I really like how they updated it for, like, you know, modern audiences.
Memory log updated.
Are we going to the last mission? Yep, memory block 7. This is the end of the game, I think. See, this game's really short. Like, yeah, I could have done the side stuff, but hey, all it does is give you more points to upgrade. There's not really a story reason for it. And you guys see how easy the game is. Like, there's no... You don't need all these upgrades, realistically. They have to be dumbed down for kids because kids nowadays are freaking stupid. Yeah, I've been putting on... Like, for my kids, I've been putting on, I mean, they still like their shows here and there, like the new stuff, but I put on Disney Plus, and I put, like, the old school DuckTales, even the new DuckTales. I put that on for them. They really like it. That's well done. The new DuckTales is a cool show. I like it a lot. But, like, I'll try to put some of the stuff that I grew up watching for them. Because I think it's better. Like, I even think it's better for their minds. You know what show was good that nobody remember? Well, I've had a couple people ask me if I know about it, but no one ever talks about it. Anyone remember the Spider-Man MTV series? That was actually... I liked it a lot. I had the whole DVD set. And, like, if you watch it now, yeah, the CG looks like shit. Back then, it was good. But the Spider-Man MTV series, I thought it was a cool take on the character. It had a lot of original stories that were really good. And that theme song kicked ass. Baby taking the Jedi Starfighter difficulty. Hey, this game never had me choose a difficulty, alright? I never got an opportunity to put it on harder. Don't Jedi Starfighter me. Have you watched Teen Titans? Are you talking about Teen Titans Go, like the new one? Or are you talking about like where Slade was the final boss, Teen Titans back in the day? That's what I watched. That was good. Oh yeah, that was my favorite Spider-Man cartoon. It was cool, man. The MTV one. I wish it would have. I wish it would have continued. I think it did only get one season though. Like they made up a bunch of shit, but one thing that was cool, every once in a while you'd get classic characters. Like they had Kraven, Lizard had an episode. Wasn't only 13 episodes? I think so. It was really short. I was literally typing on the MTV series and you took it out of my mind. I wish I still had the DVD set for it. I was actually watching it on YouTube not that long ago. Stolen episodes. What does that... MTV doesn't even do anything interesting anymore. I don't think. Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes. Are you talking about the 90s one? The 90s one was cool, and the theme's always... Ant-Man was the leader of the group, and they all had, like, super armor. That was a cool show, and Hawkeye was always getting into arguments with everyone else. You sure the Kids of Godzilla series based on the 98 film? Is that streamable on anything? Like, do they have that on Netflix or anything? I used to love that show. Like, people say, why didn't it ever get a sequel? Because the movie left it open. We did get a sequel. It was the cartoon. That was the baby from the post-credit scene. They have the MTV series on Crackle. Ooh. Are you saying? Oh, if they do, I'm going to watch it tonight on my PS4. I got Crackle on there. I personally like the 90s animated Spider-Man show. I think that was the best one. I had a box full of figures from all these 90s cartoons. Like, you know how many different bat armors Batman had in the action figures that weren't in the show? And I had this Mysterio toy from Spider-Man where he had like neon yellow nipples, and you put a pump in his back and he squirts water from his nipples. It was supposed to be like Mysterio gas, but it was just, it looked like he was lactating. Me and my friends used to make fun of it all the time.
Witless Emperor comes.
Have you watched 2010 Avengers? Oh yeah, that one was good. I did see that one for a bit.
For almost a decade we operated.
That was the one where everyone looked like they had like square jaws.
Our archive was the best kept secret on
I think this is the final battle.
Unfortunately, even the best laid plans were not immune to Isaac's idiocy.
He angered King Richard and brought the English a little too close for comfort. Is that it?
Fortunately, we were able to convince Richard to sell the island to us.
Three Avengers shows United States standards, Mightiest Heroes, and Assemble. Yeah, I like the 90s one.
What you already controlled.
Where Ultron was the main villain in like almost every episode.
Ever since you showed up and stuck your nose into too many dark corners, the archive hasn't been safe.
I wish I could say I'm sorry.
Templar
but
scum.
I tend to get what I want.
Oh, not this time, assassin. Not now.
Please watch Spectacular Spider-Man. You'll like it. I started that. Is that the one where Harry Osborn became Venom in that one? Didn't Harry become Venom?
Shipping artifacts too, Cypress.
I didn't like that.
You were shipping them out.
Exactly. But not everything has to go. I think we'll leave you right here.
Kill Armand Bouchard. Oh shit, wait. Hold on, man. I killed the Grand Master before you, I'll kill him now. You're just a replacement. A cheap copy. Oh shit. Cheap copy that's whipping my ass. Hold on here. Wait a minute. Oh damn. Alright, well, the difficulty spiked a little here. I'm playing Sekiro. See, I just gotta keep countering. His health barely goes down. God. Why can't I hurt him when he's on the ground? Oh, fuck. Oh, that looked like a super move. What a dick. You're thinking of Ultimate Spider-Man? Oh, that's where Harry became... I didn't like that one. I mean, I like the show. I didn't like that he became Venom, though. You know which one's funny? It might have been Ultimate Spider-Man. The one where Nick Fury's training them, and they're all in S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier with Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and White Tiger. I like that show. And one of my favorite episode, Loki turns them into babies. That shit was hilarious to me. I think that was Ultimate. Wait, can I take my hidden blade and just stab him when he's on the floor? I'm gonna try that. What the hell, man? I'm trying... The counter's just not doing anything. I'm trying to do it. Oh, it doesn't work. Let me try it again. No, I can't do it. It won't work. It won't work. Alright, I'm gonna use... I can't see. I gotta get out of this light. I'm by the wall with the light. Look at this. I can't see shit. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot I could dodge roll. That's... Okay, I'm gonna dodge roll. Dodge roll and attack. That's how I'm gonna win. Forget the counter. Okay, here he goes. This is the trick right here. Here's the cheese. Dodge and attack over and over. Yeah, you want some? Come on, come on. What you got? What you got? Oh, shit. Wait. I should have said anything. Oh, I gotta get in the middle. There's not enough room to maneuver. At least I heal, too. Get him like once, twice at a time. I love how every other boss in this game, in a couple hits you kill them, and this guy, it takes like nothing away from him when you hit him. The bullet sponge final boss. Let me heal. I think if I keep rolling, I'll heal up. This boss eats the cheese. Apparently, he does eat plenty of cheese. Uses the Bloodborne strategy. Is that what you do in Bloodborne? Oh wait, I gotta heal. Please. What's he doing? Where is he? Oh, he's trying to fake me out now. Now he's trying to fake me out. Armand Bouchard. Armand bullshit. Fuck. We gotta cheese him. He might eat cheese, but if I feed him too much cheese, he will eventually explode. So let's roll around and get my health back. I need my health squares. Akio, welcome. Welcome to the final battle. See, look, my health is coming back. See, I wish I had little throwing knives. Why can't I throw them now? Throw right between his damn eyes. That's what I'll do. Come on, come at me, come at me. Are you scared? You scared? Bouchard. Twat. Oh, fuck. Does these combos. Oh, wait, he's almost dead. Alright, the strategy's working. The cheese is flowing, guys. The cheese is flowing. The manner of cheesing here is just rolling around, collecting health. Get a couple hits, then roll around and collect some more health. The apple of Eden taught me the methods of the cheese. There. Come on, bitch. Oh. You can never stop the cheese. Oh God. Okay, I got some health. The hell was that? No, you can't do new things. What's his health? Oh my God, I'm so close. You can't throw those. This is not Assassin's Creed Revelations. He's trying to fake me out again. Fuck. The only boss in this game you gotta use strategy for. I guess it makes sense. It's the final boss, right? Oh, like one more hit. One more hit. Let me not get cocky. Let me get my health. Let me get my health back before I strike. Grilled like it's cheese. Oh, God. No! 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 Fuck. Oh, now he truly has like one more hit left. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. I'd be so mad if I die after all this cheesing. I don't want to do it all over again. Let me get some more health. Oh, I got him. I got his ass. The cheese wins the day, guys. See, I told you. He might eat cheese, but if he eats too much cheese, he's gonna explode.
Your creed, Altair.
And you have strayed from yours.
Not straight.
What are your thoughts on 2000 Ninja Turtles movie?
The world
The CG one? Oh, the show? I never really got into it.
And if you,
I like the old school one.
If you knew more than how to murder, you might understand.
You one hit.
Save
That was
your
one
lecture
hit.
on virtue for yourself, and die knowing that I will never let the Apple of Eden fall into any hands but my own.
Keep it close, Altair. You will come to the same conclusions we did. In time.
Templar scum has been destroyed. See, chronologically after this game is the Revelations flashback moments. But we'll go to 2 next, because that's technically the next one that came out in terms of the modern day story. If I play Revelations next, none of the non-Altair parts are going to make sense to you guys. Dude, Super Metroid right here. Everything's or Resident Evil. Everything's self-destruct sequence initiated. And I'm running up walls that I'm absolutely not intending to run up. Feels good that I beat this in one night, because then that means I'm right on schedule. I was worried it was going to take 2 streams. So, which means that next Wednesday, I believe, I'm streaming Mega Man 9. At least I think so. I gotta check my calendar. I wrote it down. I think Mega Man 9. After that, I'll do 2 community streams in a row. Dead by Daylight's one of them.
Everything I worked for in the Holy Land, I no longer want. And everything I gave up to join the Templars. I wonder where all that went. And if I should try to find it again.
Will you return to England?
No. I am so far from home already. I'll continue on. East. To India, perhaps. Or until I fall off the far edge of the world. And you?
For a long time under Al-Mualim, I thought my life had reached its limit, and that my sole duty was to show others the same precipice I had discovered.
Yes, I felt the same once.
As terrible as this artifact is, it contains wonders. I would like to understand it as best I can.
You
What was the archive?
Line, Altair.
I know.
I think it's where they actually had a bunch of
curiosity,
Templar knowledge.
I want to meet the best minds, explore all the libraries of the world.
But they
and
moved
learn
all the content
secrets
out of there
nature
before he got
and the
there.
universe.
All in one lifetime? It's a little ambitious.
Who can say? It could
So really,
be
at
that
this
one
point, it was
life
nothing.
is just enough.
Maybe. And where will you go first?
Dead by Daylight's crossplay compatible. Oh, is it really? Interesting. And from here, they travel together. So basically, this game all boils down to
origins seem chaotic,
Assassin's Creed,
with purpose and
Altair's
being instilled
life.
solely by the passage of time, imposed by nature, and only later by men. What should we do with this rare gift of life?
Altair's gonna get some. Yeah, he is. Multiple times.
Memory log updated.
It cuts off so suddenly, too. I remember that about this game. Like, it's showing that scene, and then it just cuts off instantly, and then credits. I don't think any had see, and then it just goes to continue. Well, we beat it. That was Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. So, basically, it boils down to you looking for a mysterious Templar archive with secret hidden knowledge. Nothing's there. So, you fight a bad guy, you set the Templars back a little bit more, and you win a prize, a wife, and then you take her back home. So yeah, like I said, after this, yeah, it's so sudden. That's how it ended. I didn't even press anything. But yeah, after this, we'll move on to Assassin's Creed 2, so I'll be scheduling that. So like I said, with the Assassin's Creed ones, we'll mix it up. I'll schedule them different days with some things in between, but it won't be very long.